The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
Boys, huh? Strap it up for each other. Let's go get one done. That's it.
Here's the snap. Three-man rush. And the pass is complete to Shakir. Gets away from the tackle to the 40, 35, 30. Doubles back to the 20. Still loose. He's going all the way for the touchdown. 81 yards to pay dirt. Khalil Shakir.
I feel like I'm back.
You heard it from the man himself. He's fucking back. He's fucking back.
Josh fucking Allen and the Buffalo Bills. They come off rolling against the Jets, man. Rolling. I mean, that's a good defense right there. That Jets defense. That's a solid Jets defense. And for those of you that say, well, it's just the Jets, that's a good defense that handled the Bills week one.
Hey, quick shout out to Built in Buffalo on X and NFL Films for that clip that we just played. Love that account on X.
Yeah, a little shout out action.
A little hype
there.
video to start the podcast.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Exactly.
Too.
That's a pretty cool way to start the podcast. Also, another pretty cool way to start the podcast is we got our boy Ben on the podcast.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me come on today.
First appearance on the BillsAholic pod.
Hopefully not the last.
And yeah.
Just like to talk about football.
Welcome to the room, to the table, and it's a good week to have you.
Finally coming off a Bills W.
Gosh, I forgot what this feels like.
How many weeks has it been?
It's the last Bills. What was the last win that we got to actually make a podcast about? Was the Bills Buccaneers game? And was it after that? Was that the last time we won? Oh
Yep.
God, that feels like ages ago. I don't even feel like the same. Like that's the same season.
Vibes are different between those two wins.
Gosh.
It's insane.
What a way to start the video, dude. I mean, the podcast. I mean, I'm going to say it. Shout out Travis. Oh, shout out Tank.
Josh Allen.
Shout out Shaq Leonard.
We got
Future Bill.
we got
Question mark.
we got Tank. We didn't have Tank on the Tank cam there. No Tank cam today.
Tank cam.
No Tank cam today. But I'm going to say hold on.
Oh.
Shout out Shaq.
Shout out Shaq, future Buffalo Bill.
He'll find his home. He'll find his home
man.
soon.
Hey, that was just a cool way to start the podcast. Like, I can't wait to go home and just rewatch that right there. Like, I've ever since you sent that clip to us this morning, I watched it probably 2 or 3 times, and then now I just get to rewatch it 2 or 3 more times.
Chris Brown on the call, man.
Oh, dude, Chris Brown.
I love him.
He does everything so right all the
I
time.
was gonna say, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Professional.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't like John Murphy and what John Murphy had in the booth, but Chris Brown is.
He just shows more
He is
enthusiasm.
40 billion times better at that job than John Murphy pretty much ever was. John Murphy.
I like Eric Wood, too, man, just because he's
Eric Wood.
what, 5 years off of playing?
Yeah. They go together.
Right.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Right. It's kind of funny. Like you'll be walking in the stadium and like you'll just casually walk past Eric Wood like when he's coming. Yeah.
Job.
When he's like when he's either outside coming into the stadium, when he's coming from the sidelines, he'll just. Oh yeah, you cannot miss
big
that dude.
dude.
Big dude with curly hair.
Big dude, curly hair.
He's still got the curls. He's still rocking them.
He's
but
not balding, that's for sure.
but
Hell no.
I think we can all admit the offense. It felt a little different on Sunday. I mean, there was it as it should feel a little different. It didn't feel as smooth at times. Like there was no way it was gonna, right? Like there was no way they were gonna come out and it was gonna feel smooth. It was rough. I mean, what, 3 straight possessions with field goals at one point?
Start out the game 9-0.
I mean, you come out the gates with a Reggie Gilliam forced fumble on the kickoff.
What a way to set the tone.
That's crazy.
That was a great way to set the tone. And then you're kind of thinking, okay, well, all right, you got the ball on the 25-yard line. You got to turn around and just punch this in the end zone, right? Like that's what we're all thinking. No.
Man.
No. Joe Brady and Josh Allen had other plans.
Dude, Joe Brady's heart was probably racing. He's like, I wasn't ready for this,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Whoa. We needed at least 4 defensive plays.
Yeah.
I did kind of toss and turn about that this whole entire beginning of the week. I kind of thought probably as much as it's a great position for your team to be in the beginning of the game, it's probably not the best position for your offensive coordinator. It's like, oh God, I got to shrink my offensive play calls down from the whole entire field all the way down to the 25
Especially because he can't use that initial script. I mean, you're red zone already.
Right.
You're
flipping
driving 80 yards.
He had his playbook.
Yes.
He's like, he's flipping through the
Guys
plays.
skim through.
Yeah.
Right to red zone.
He's like, oh God.
It probably felt a lot better to him that they got the initial 3, though. He's kind of like, okay.
All right.
Now we can kind of groove.
At least we're putting points on the board.
Yeah.
Because remember,
but like you
Bills,
said,
Bills a couple of weeks ago, we were going until the third quarter with no points on the board.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
I'm with that, man. Just a quick note. We talk a lot about, shotgun, under center. 18 straight shotgun plays.
Love to see it.
Do we like that?
Love to see it
Are
when
we
Josh
with
Allen's
it?
your quarterback.
what did they go? 18. They went 18 straight shotgun plays. Then they went I formation, handed the ball off, an I formation play action or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Something
there
along
might
those
have been
lines?
something in between there, but yeah.
It was interesting because when you're at the game, you don't really I didn't really catch that. It's a little harder at the game because no,
100%.
because obviously if they go 3-0 or they kick a field goal, your mind just resets to being back on defense.
Exactly.
But what I will say is, I think there were some things that I did really like.
Oh yeah.
There was one specific play that I wish I'd have recorded for Tank to put on the pod, but where did they have 2 running backs in the backfield and it was a play action. They faked the run to I think Ty Johnson and it was a mesh concept where James Cook slipped in between the tackle and the guard and it was the play he scored his touchdown on.
Mm-hmm.
Where I was just like, bro, where was little shit like that?
Right.
Where was little shit like that? That was a good play call.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's just some little things that gives me hope.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of little things where they are at, where are these players under Ken Dorsey? You got guys like Ty Johnson scoring a touchdown.
Who?
Khalil Shakir, 81-yard touchdown. By the way, longest touchdown catch of the NFL season so far.
That's a shout out to Khalil
for him.
Shakir, man.
That was
Wide
also
receiver, too.
the longest
Wide
play
receiver,
of the
Wide
Bills
receiver,
season
too.
so far, and the longest play that the Jets have given up this year. So shout out to Khalil
Shout out
Shakir.
Khalil.
So shout out to the Bills offense for that.
Where
Shout
were you
out-
hiding these,
shout out-
Dorsey?
I mean,
Shout out to the Bills offense for being the first offense to put 30 points on the Jets this season.
Shout out.
impressive for Joe Brady.
Yeah, he's right. He's right.
Yeah, I mean,
Add that to Joe Brady's little resume, man. Dropped 30 points on the New York Jets defense.
we didn't see Ken Dorsey do that against the Jets.
No. How many did Ken Dorsey put up against the
I
Jets?
think it was like 20.
Hey man, we didn't see Dable do that against the Jets
22,
either,
right?
though.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna point out.
Man,
That's why I'm even more shocked that
What-
we put up 30 plus against this Jets team.
Right. Well, that I never thought about.
Yeah,
You-
they're just
you-
a stingy defense.
You have opened my mind up at the table now. I haven't even thought that far.
No, shout out Joe Brady, dude.
Shout out.
That's not easy to do.
Hey, I want to say something. The one memory that we have of Ken Dorsey being recorded in the booth was him losing his mind.
Yeah, that's
Losing his mind.
I'll
in the
never
booth.
forget that play. It
But
was a touchdown.
did we see Joe Brady in the booth?
We did.
yeah.
What-
Who has a
Cucumber.
He was like, no, at one point after,
Oh,
I
one
think it was
point?
after the
He was
Shakir
like
touchdown. I was
celebrating.
It was a
like,
quick
Oh, that
one.
one?
Pump. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to feel
Couple
good
high
for him. You
fives.
got to get hype
exactly.
for Joe Brady. I mean, that's just to go out there and score 30 points against the Jets defense is just crazy, and it's your first time. I mean, not first time as offensive coordinator, but for the, Bills,
Hey man,
it's impressive.
it is impressive.
First time calling plays in 2 years too.
So and
Calling stuff in the booth. That was interesting.
now that we're just like
yeah, you probably won't see him down on the field.
now that we're just like balls deep into this whole Joe Brady thing, right? Like it's like no turning back. Like
No.
he's the offensive coordinator.
He's the guy.
We just played the Jets. We're going head first into this gauntlet that Travis keeps talking about. This guy
It only gets worse.
It does not get
Yeah.
easier for this guy.
Yeah,
This guy.
These other teams can score though. That's the thing.
Here's my thought process. Tank knows that I've said it. I'm going 1 week at a time. All right. He's got the Philadelphia Eagles coming up. They're coming off of a
Another
short
dominant
week.
defense.
It just feels like, bro, he could lock this. Like, I think he could lock up his potential chance of being the offensive coordinator
With
next
this game?
season. No, not with this game. Not with this game. I'm just talking about like this little gauntlet coming up. Like, if he can somehow get through this gauntlet and put up like 28 plus points in these games, sign me up next season. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna just say it. He's got it. He's out of any offensive coordinator that's probably been boosted up. He single-handedly has the best audition. Like he's got
So far.
the hardest audition. Like you're gonna have a chance to prove if you can do this in the NFL for the Bills or not. Like
I guess even if he's losing but putting up like 28, 30 points a game, it's just a good sign. I mean, Ken Dorsey's losing by 20. I mean, if you're losing by a couple points for Joe Brady, I mean, definitely sign me up too for
100%.
next year.
Especially
100%.
when you're playing three of the dominant defenses.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
NFL
Hey.
through this gauntlet.
Hey John,
Yes, sir.
I've been waiting since Sunday to ask you something.
McDermott.
No.
Oh.
No. We there's a reel on our socials that we posted about the Rasul Douglas trade.
Ah, yeah.
And a couple of guys at the table were happy about it, and a couple.
I didn't-
No. I'm
wasn't
not calling you out
happy.
for not being happy. I'm not calling you out for not being happy, but I think there was a thing that
He's a
said
dog.
he's a little
Defensive
too
player of the week,
aggressive,
probably.
a little too aggressive for what this defense likes to do.
Hey, man.
How many yards did Garrett Wilson have?
If
9.
9.
How many
catches?
That's facts. That's
Rasul
facts.
Douglas had the same amount of catches.
That's facts.
That's fair. That's a good
And a
way to look
fumble
at it.
recovery.
That's on the bright side of being aggressive, though.
I
Yeah,
like it.
that's true.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean, he took that ball right from Garrett Wilson. And
If I'm gonna be wrong, I'm glad I was wrong.
that's a good thing to be wrong about.
Yes, I'm
exactly.
glad I
Pound the
was wrong.
table for that.
Yes, dude. Because
I think he's gonna fit right in.
QB.
So
Congrats to Rasul for getting
let
his
me-
first Bills win, by the way.
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Let me
At
ask.
home in front of Bills
let,
Mafia.
let me ask all three of you this question. 4. Let's get. I want Tankin on this. All right.
No mic. I'll yell as loud as I can.
He's gonna yell from the other side of the room here.
We'll listen to you from afar.
Rasul Douglas right now, the way that we've seen him play, is he better? Is he better than Tre'Davious White in the beginning of the season? Is he better than what Trey White had in the beginning of the season?
I mean,
Not that we got a huge sample size. We also don't have a huge sample size. in Rasul
Tre'Davious
Douglas.
White had 2 interceptions on the season.
I think one against
interception.
Washington.
As you know, I don't know. It's kind of hard.
I think it's the fact that Trey White was just getting back to himself this season. So he was just getting good
It's
again.
not fair to Tre'Davious White.
It's not fair, but I can see where you're coming from.
Rasul Douglas.
I was thinking you were gonna ask, is Rasul Douglas CB1?
Yes.
Oh, he is.
Oh, without
Oh,
a doubt.
yeah.
I
That's-
know when Trey White comes back.
Yes.
Oh, he is
even
when Trey White comes back.
I mean,
Trey White
it's gonna be
might not
hard for
ever be the
Tre'Davious.
same football
I
player.
don't think
again.
he's gonna.
it's gonna.
I would
it's
say
gonna be
he
hard. You don't think
probably
he's gonna-
there's a chance that, and if he comes back, now he's gonna have to come back from, obviously he's just coming back from the torn ACL, but now you got a torn Achilles,
Yeah.
and you're
Same
battling
leg.
2 on the same leg. You're battling injuries. Now in your head as a cornerback, you're like, if I make the
can't
wrong
take this
cut,
step.
if I make the
Yeah.
wrong cut. He's and if the Bills add another corner, whether that's free agency or the draft this offseason, he could be buried. He could be buried with Rasul Douglas.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to keep a guy like Rasul Douglas off the field.
No,
the guy,
you're not.
like the guy didn't play bad against the Cincinnati Bengals when he was on. I think he had a couple of breakups that game. This is his third full game. I'm going to be honest with you. You don't keep somebody off. He has a knack for the football. He's around the ball.
He's a
like,
magnet.
He said it himself. Like, he finds himself around the ball, and that's why he's getting fumble recoveries. He's getting interceptions. He's forcing the ball out. He's getting pass breakups. He's tackling. I mean, the guy says he is a stat stuff. He's a stat sheet stuffer, dude. Like he's all over this. There's no way. I
Stoffer
can-
stat sheet stuffer.
What I will say about Rasul Douglas as well, I went back and kind of looked like how much he bounced around. I want to say he's played less than, or Tre'Davious White has played over 30-something more % snaps than him since they've both been in the league. So he's got low mileage on him. He's going to be 30, but I mean, he's fresher.
He's there if you need
He's
him.
like
Yeah, he's fresh. Like,
he's like a used
Got
vehicle.
gas left in the
Yeah.
tank.
And
Yeah, I
mind
like
you, we still got that Elam dude over there, who's.
I got
will
hopes.
Will he get his chance?
I have high hopes.
Once he comes back off IR, will he come back next season?
I will say I am not a Kyrie Elam believer.
I think he will
although
be
if you look at the stats,
active.
if you really look at the stats,
I gotta
though,
figure out who you're
he's
talking
actually-
about.
Not bad.
If you actually look at, like, I was actually diving deep into this. If you look at the stats, he's not the worst cornerback
not
out there.
bad.
He's not like, if you look at this, it's just when I
Dapping him up for that,
it's just
I came on
when
this show and said that.
when I
You did.
specifically see him, I feel like I always only see the bad stuff on the field. I never see the good stuff. But when you look at the stats, he's not horrible. He can play, but I don't know if maybe he doesn't fit the Bills scheme. I guess.
think
I
he
don't know.
will be active at some part of this late stage of the season.
Because you almost
Can it-
have to, actually.
Can he,
Almost have
can he
to.
somehow come back this week?
Has it been 4 games?
No, but God, we need him.
Oh, yeah. Dane.
I was about to say we're about to sign Tank to be our cornerback at this point. we need somebody, brother, because they went down like flies this past week.
Yeah.
Hey, how about a guy like Herb Miller?
Oh, well, hey, Herb Miller. Herb Miller knows Buffalo drip. I don't know if you guys saw it. He pulled up in the Sabres retro jersey.
Did
he? He knows Buffalo drip. I like it.
Yeah.
When are you gonna get on me about what you want to get on me about? You know what it is, right?
I thought we'd let it sink a little bit longer. Just that's it.
Like, 'cause I'm calling you out about the Rasul Douglas thing, that little mini school thing.
So
I lit up somebody.
the thing with T-Dot is he's not great,
He's not great.
but he played his best game probably of his career. Forced that fumble, which Rasul Douglas picked up.
Stuffing up the runs.
Oh, he was
He is
all over the
He is
run.
what, top 5 ranking linebackers in PFF right now for run stopping. He played okay in coverage. I mean, he's gonna get the job done, but I will say you
hard
did
to be
bail
able-
on him a little too
hard to be good at both.
Little
Little
too
early?
early. Yeah, I think he was shoved in there at middle linebacker, just like super quick. You know what I mean? So, like, we watched him preseason, we were like, "Wow, this guy sucks." Yeah, we did. I think we looked at each other during the preseason game.
We
and
were
was
like,
like,
"Yeah, this guy
guy's-
sucks."
Not
John,
good.
if I was going to be wrong about something,
I want to be
I
wrong.
want to be wrong about T-Dot. That's first and foremost.
We'll see how he does with obviously a better offense. But if he's gonna play like he did, I'll take that.
Right.
Without Milano,
He's got
I'll
a big
take that
test.
against.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to tackle DeAndre Swift.
This is going to be a big
I mean,
test.
that's true.
This
I
is
mean-
going to be a huge test for a lot of the Bills' defense.
Not that it's
Yeah.
hard to not tackle Brees Hall, but I think DeAndre Swift's more developed. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
yeah, we're gonna see, man.
Good
If-
offensive line from the Eagles.
So
They're good all the way around.
Wow.
Although
Yeah,
they
they
allowed
are.
a lot of sacks yesterday.
while we're chopping it up about the Bills' linebacker core, let's continue to show some love to TB, man.
Oh, Terrell Bernard.
TB
baby.
might. I'm going to be honest with you. Terrell Bernard right now might be the best player on the Bills' defense, and I
Most consistent, that's for
he's-
sure.
I just don't think it's even close. I want to compare two guys, and that's Terrell Bernard to another really popular linebacker in the NFL, and that's to Fred Warner. Terrell Bernard 99 tackles, Fred Warner 90. Terrell Bernard has 6 tackles for loss. Fred Warner has 5. 3.5 sacks for Terrell Bernard. Fred Warner has 2.5. 8 pass defense for Fred Warner, only 4 for Terrell Bernard. 3 fumble recoveries for Terrell Bernard and only 0 for Fred Warner. But then there's the fact that Fred Warner has forced 3 fumbles and Terrell Bernard has forced 0. But still, that right there is a
That's
good
the best-
linebacker
that's the
to
best.
be going
that
up
is-
That's
head
the
to head
best
with
linebacker
stats.
in that.
Quote unquote, the
That's
best.
I was gonna say
linebacker
that's a
in the league.
guy. That's a
playing
guy
at
you
an
want to be
elite
giving him
level.
run for your money. So, TB, I think I'm gonna say early on right now is like not saying NFL defensive player there, but if we had to give hand out Bills awards, there's only 2 guys I can go off in my head right now that I think are like super consistent and have a chance at that for the end of the pod. Well, the end of the season we'll probably cook something up like that, but
Yeah.
I would say the 2 guys front runners for that in my head right now is Terrell Bernard and probably Leonard Floyd. If you had to ask a guy like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Leonard Floyd.
Yeah.
Mhm.
9.5.
So, God, I mean, now that we're gonna let's get into the defensive line. I mean, they ate this past
Yeah,
week.
I'll tell you what. I never really. I mean, Ed Oliver. I mean, he's kind of isn't he leading the league in QB pressures or whatever it is. He.
Yeah.
I was never really.
91.
Yeah, I was never really
Everybody
like.
know. Come on, Ben. Yeah.
91.
Eddie,
I
yo,
always was kind
Eddie
of.
might like that. That might be something if we can get on Twitter. He might get down with that.
Yeah.
He might get down with that.
I love his.
He impressed me.
I love that.
How about
celebration.
Epinesa and Floyd joining him?
That was
Yeah,
fun.
that was.
that
I
was-
loved that, dude.
That's
This
what
team's
do you-
finally having fun.
I was gonna
what do
say
you,
that's
what do you
kind
call
of.
it? You
that's-
call it a GIF or a GIF?
Boy, come on.
It's GIF.
It's GIF.
GIF.
It's
Because
GIF.
Okay.
it's not
That-
Jif like the Jif peanut butter.
That
It's
might
Jiffy
that might
Lube.
be the most fire GIF.
GIF. There you go. There you go.
That might
Chris on board.
Hey,
Yeah, it's a gift.
it took.
It's a gift.
We're going into week 13. Week 12.
12.
Took 12 weeks. Took 12 weeks. I'm finally joining the team.
Thank you.
Finally joining the team. Hey,
Finally.
feels good. Feels good.
One more guy I want to kind of highlight on the D line was Shaq Lawson.
Oh,
he
had, like,
had
two
himself
sacks?
a game.
He loves
Two
these.
sacks?
He loves these.
I want to say he
division
had
games,
2
bro.
sacks, 4 or 5 QB pressures, handful of tackles.
He always
I mean,
finds
it's
his way
nice
to
when you
get
can
to the
see
quarterback.
those when you can see
He-
those like depth players go out there and get
Yeah.
sacks. You know what I mean?
He's supposed to be a run stopper,
He
which
loves-
he does. He's
he
a very good run
loves-
stopper. But I might go and say that's his best game as a Bill.
There's a good chance.
Yeah.
Wow, he's had a lot of games as a Bill
I
on his
know.
second stint
I
with the
know.
Bills.
I know.
But I will tell you, he loves these division games. Like you
he
watch
shows
him,
up.
you watch him on the sideline or you watch him in between plays. He has definitely like a mouth. Like he loves to talk
He loves
shit.
talking.
Yeah, he does.
And him and Jordan Phillips are probably like the two biggest voices and
Hype
probably
man.
like
Jordan Phillips after every play, it's
I
always
was
he's
my
hyping
man,
the crowd.
my man
up.
Jordan Phillips. My man
Yeah.
Jordan Phillips will get a 1 yard tackle for a loss and will get up and walk 5 yards behind.
Every time he gets get an offensive lineman to jump, he runs past him and just gets the whole crowd hype. I mean,
Yeah.
he really likes to get the crowd involved.
He knows how to have fun. Man.
I would say not only does he know how to have fun, but he also knows how to step up for
Yeah.
a teammate, bro.
And he's been
Because
available this year.
he has been available, but I'm
has
pretty
been
sure Ed
healthy, yeah.
Oliver got like tossed around at the end of a play, and like
Mhm.
Jordan Phillips is like, "Oh hell nah, man!" And of course, the second man gets caught, right?
Mhm.
The second man gets caught, and they're like, "Yep, that's a personal foul, buddy. 15 yards down the field." But it don't matter when Zach Wilson's the quarterback for the Jets. You can hand him the 3 yards. They're not
Give
doing
it to
nothing.
him.
Or Tim Boyle.
Yeah, and he's not even the start guy. No, he's the third
Third
stringer.
string.
Yeah,
Third string.
we super demoted that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy
he's
probably
chalk.
not too happy right now.
He's chop liver.
It was only a matter of time. You can only bench a guy for so many times.
I was more mad that they stuck with him for
I mean,
this
Robert
long.
Sala swore on him and vouched for him.
He had to.
and I get it as like you're not going
He
to sit there
had
and
to.
bash your guys,
Yeah.
but at some point you got to know like when to just
In a way, though, you
take him out.
gotta feel bad for him. He really wasn't supposed to play this year.
Oh, I don't feel bad
That-
for Zach Wilson. I feel bad for Robert Sala.
Yeah, because I don't think Robert
I'm a
Sala is
big
a
Robert
bad coach. I
Saleh
was gonna say
guy.
I don't mind. I don't think he's a bad coach. I just think when you have a bad offense, it just looks bad on you.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying Zach Wilson wasn't supposed to play at all this year. He was like, "Oh, I'm sitting behind
As soon as he
one
had
of the
a,
greatest
as soon as he had
quarterbacks ever lived."
as soon as he had a suit up, he was like, "Well, shit, let's get
Did
right
you
into
guys-
it."
Did you guys happen to see what Aaron Rodgers did say? I saw it on.
That he feels kind of guilty.
He feels
Yeah.
guilty because Zach Wilson was supposed to sit and watch him this year.
Yeah.
It's kind of
That's
a
a little
fucked
sad.
up. That's a little backhanded right there.
yeah.
But yeah, no, Zach Wilson's terrible. No, he's not.
He's not lying.
He's not.
He's a truther,
not.
man.
He is
Truther.
not.
Is he? Is he a truther? Because let's see. Remember he's supposed to come
Week
back
16.
next month. So
Yeah, whatever.
while we're talking about the defense, real quick, there's a stat that I want to hit on. The Bills held the Jets to what? 0 for 11 on third downs.
0 for
which
11.
They became
I know,
that
it's
that
the
became
East
the
of that.
first time the Bills have done that since the 1987
Oh, I
season.
screenshot that too.
So that shout out to the Bills defense, just absolutely ate. I mean, 6 sacks, 4 total turnovers.
Little nuance on that, weren't they 4 for 5 on fourth down, or 5 for 6, something like that?
The Jets.
Yes. At one point, they were 4 for 4 on fourth downs and 0 for 9 or 8 at the time. And,
Well,
like,
shit.
How bad can you be?
Well, shit. At one point, the punter had more passing yards than the quarterback
wanted-
did.
Which is funny.
If the game could have ended like that, that'd have been great.
I know. Yeah.
That'd have been great. If only he didn't step out of bounds for where he did, because then it probably would have ended that way. Because he got like 30 extra yards after that run.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. I was still pissed off about that. I'm still kind of mad.
I laughed. I just thought it was funny.
It was kind of funny.
Him.
He's right behind Johnny Hecker, man. Hecker's the best at fake punts. Yes, he is.
Well, Hacker will he'll fuck around and he'll take the snap and just run for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. He'll just
like,
take off.
Like that's badass.
Yeah.
That is badass.
We're talking strictly fakes.
I don't know, just like Johnny Hecker. If we're gonna show punter love, let's show some punter love. You
You know
know.
who the goat is.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, he runs a pretty
Hey,
damn good
McPhee.
podcast, man. Another big thing, time of possession was just completely lopsided for the Bills this time. I feel like we've sat on the opposite end of this for quite some time the last couple of weeks, and the Bills had 36 minutes and 51 seconds of time of possession to the Jets 23 minutes and 9 seconds. It just you win football games when it's like that. Like that's how you win football games. You hold the ball and you control the clock and you control the scoreboard, man. That felt good. I know we're bouncing around from defense and offense here, but I got to show my guy some love. Dalton Kincaid, work in the middle of the field. You know, he's getting open. He's real close to being the I'm pretty sure, gosh, I should have probably pulled up the stat. He's inching closer to Pete Metzelar's record for single season receptions for a tight end in the for a single season in franchise history. The other thing that he's tailing behind is I'm pretty sure he's tailing behind for leading receptions for his rookie draft class, which that's he jumped in front of Sam Laporta, which is that's impressive.
Insane.
Sam Laporta had a big beginning of the season, started the season.
Yeah, he's starting to slow up a little bit. Yeah.
And
good start.
And this guy's starting to heat up at the
I love it.
Baby.
I love it.
Right.
I have it written in my notes. Dalton motherfucking Kincaid.
Oh, he threw the motherfucking.
That's what I wrote, man. He's blocking a lot better.
I was just about to say
point of attack too.
If we went back and watched that touchdown, you would see
made 2 of them fall.
You would see he handled business, and he did get the job done blocking down the
His
field.
biggest concern coming into the league was his blocking. You know, we heard on the media, he's just a slot receiver, blah blah blah. Dude, his numbers when he's lined up at tight end are through the roof. Which now, what the fuck's his other name, man? Who's our other?
Knox.
Yeah, Knox, man, that bum.
Ha!
He's slated to come back soon. I saw that he won't be
Probably back for the Chiefs. I'm guessing.
active this week,
Taking a bye week.
so he'll have the bye. He'll probably be active for the
KC?
Chiefs, and I'm just interested to see how that goes because I don't see a
It's
way.
a good problem
where
to
you can
have, though.
take-
You can have, you don't know
Is
who
it?
to.
I
Just
think
don't mess
we all
this
know
up,
who
Joe.
to play.
Oh, no,
Just don't
Dalton
mess this up,
Kincaid's the
Joe.
guy, but I feel
Yeah,
like
Don't mess up 12
it's
personnel.
a
Joe.
good problem to have too many guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not like,
100%.
who are we playing this week? Like, you don't know.
100%. If Kincaid's gonna block like he has been at the point of attack, like attached to the line, I don't see a need for Knox. I really don't.
So Dawson Knox
Trade him?
might Dawson Knox. I don't know if he. I don't know if you.
Can
That's
you
a,
trade him?
can you trade him next offseason?
He'll have a dead cap hit of
I was
close
gonna
to
say-
20.
I was
So.
gonna say,
2
yeah.
seasons from now.
So what I'll say is like Dawson Knox just became the most expensive backup tight end, hopefully in the
He
NFL.
sure did.
Um,
He sure did.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I mean, Joe.
No, he ain't poor.
No, that's
for
true.
that
He's sure not
contract.
And he's
poor.
got a T-Mart
Sit on-
commercial.
Yeah.
Joe Brady, just don't mess this up, man. By the way, last week I would have told you I'm like real excited for Leonard Fournette to learn this playbook, get into the offense. I'm real excited about that, right? I would have told you I'm pounding the table for the Bills to release Ty Johnson and
Right.
sign Leonard Fournette to the active roster. I don't think you can get rid of a guy like Ty Johnson now.
He had a big impact.
Diamond in the rough.
Like that's some interesting speed from the backfield there.
By the way, revenge game.
That was a revenge
Yep.
game. Ty Johnson, former New York Jet.
Yep.
Former New York
Is
Jet.
that why he got that many opportunities? Or
Potentially, but I'd like to believe Joe Brady was like, I see potential in this guy because that just makes me have a little bit more confidence. in
Yeah,
him.
right.
So I'd like to believe, but it's probably a mix of column A
I
and
was gonna
column
say, it's
B.
probably a mix of both. You're not just gonna play the guy against the Jets and be like, "Yep, you're not playing again."
Yeah,
Especially if he
no.
does good.
He should line up for more snaps within the next couple weeks. The big thing for me is he going to take snaps for Murray?
It's an interesting situation.
It's a decent problem to have.
Yeah,
You
it's
got some
another
good
good problem
backs
to have.
finally, but
Yeah.
you know,
Got a
I don't
flooded
know.
running back core now, man.
you do.
Got a flooded running back core. Very interesting problem to have, man. Very interesting problem to have. Can we just talk about how, like, not that I want this to look good because I really just don't want the Bills to punt the ball, but Sam Martin just has he seemed off for you guys? Like Sam Martin just to me
Neither
has struggled the
team
last couple of
punted
weeks.
very well yesterday.
Yeah, I
or
know.
on Sunday.
they had one good punt inside
Yeah.
the 10. It rolled a little bit.
Yeah,
That was a good
I-
punt. Other than that,
He goes like he had that game. What was it against the Bucks where he was just
The Bucks, yeah.
pinning
Oh,
him,
he was elite then.
pinning them inside the 5, and then now it's just like. I don't know, man. Not that you want your punter to look exactly elite, but it's pretty damn nice when your punter is elite.
Yeah.
Punter love.
Nice thing to have.
I'm gonna show some punter
love.
BillsAholic doesn't discriminate. We gotta talk about the punters once in a while. They deserve some love. Some other news around the NFL, and I guess it's kind of good to bring it up because Ben roots for the Bills and the Steelers. Is Matt Canada fired?
A little bit of both, yeah.
Bombs.
Matt Canada fired. How about that?
2 offensive coordinators back-to-back weeks.
I said back-to-back weeks. I told you that I was shocked that Ken Dorsey got fired before Matt Canada.
Not
Well,
too long after.
the NFL right after that was like, Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out.
Man, as a Bills fan, chasing down that wild card spot, man, I'd have loved to see him stay there.
I know.
Would have loved to just see him stay
I
there.
mean,
but I don't think-
everybody's rooting to play Pittsburgh right now because obviously you don't want to play the Bills in the playoffs. You'd rather
Right.
play the Pittsburgh Steelers. But
Pickett just, oh God, he's terrible.
he's not. I mean, I'm not gonna vouch. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's good.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud in one season has more passing touchdowns than him, and Kenny Pickett's been in the league for
I
2 now.
I got a fun little stat for you guys.
I got one too.
You can go first.
All right, well, Kenny Pickett's got the same amount of touchdown passes this season than Anthony Richardson.
Wow.
Anthony Richardson hasn't even played since.
Was that the stat for you too?
No.
Oh,
No. Can you in the past 10 years, can you guys name 2 quarterbacks?
Oh, I know this. I
you
listened
saw
to it. I listened.
Dude,
to it
isn't
morning.
this fun?
Yeah.
Shout out who said it? Jeremy White and
Yeah,
Joe DiBiase?
DiBiase. Yeah.
Can you guys
I'll let
name
you
the
guys take care
2
of this.
first-round quarterbacks in the past 10 years that have less total touchdowns than Kenny Pickett right now
In the last 10 years.
in the last 10 years?
They're gonna be shocking.
So it's 2023. So I can go all the way back to the 13 draft.
Yes, sir.
EJ Manuel.
Nope.
Oh
That was
man.
my first guess.
First round quarterbacks.
First round.
with
Yes.
less touchdowns.
Yes. By the way, I looked this up also, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
There's only like 1 or 2 guys in the past 25 years that to throw less touchdowns in the first 2 years.
What is it?
It
Drew,
is
is it Drew
un-
Lock?
No.
Oh, Drew Lock was a second round pick now, wasn't he?
Think
He fell to the second round. That's right.
I don't want to give you a hint. You guys got it. Past 10 years.
Past 10 years, 2023.
I'm gonna be mad, obviously.
Because it's gonna be names like
I did guess them both while I was listening.
Well, I'm getting frustrated because I feel like I should get this.
it's not Justin Herbert.
No.
What's
God no.
Can you reiterate the question to me again? But
So-
in a slow sentence.
Yes. So in the past 10 years, there's only 2 quarterbacks, first round quarterbacks, to throw or have less total touchdowns than Kenny Pickett within their first 2 years.
Nope.
Surprisingly.
Wow.
That was one of my guesses when I was
Mhm.
listening to it was Zach Wilson, but it was not Zach Wilson.
I'm thinking of like really bad, but maybe I should stop doing
We're
that.
usually like
Maybe I should be like, oh, maybe it's somebody that kind of turned up a little bit.
Just
You got to
no,
just
they're
tell me.
both pretty bad. It was Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins,
Oh,
and Joshua Rosen.
Yeah, Josh Rosen.
Oh, okay, damn.
And I want to say they're only 2 or 3 touchdowns, like away from being on there with Pickett. So yeah,
Wow.
just to show how bad Kenny
I'm
Pickett
not
is.
gonna. That
That's a bad quarterback draft for Kenny Pickett. Malik
Look,
Willis's
Kenny
not that
Pickett,
good.
hey.
Kenny,
He was the standout, though.
a guy from Pitt already,
He was fun to watch in college, but
fake slide, baby.
That fake slide, man.
I wasn't either.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
kind of, I was like,
And then he
okay,
jumped
maybe
off.
he can play. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Is it so? You're the Steelers guy. So
Yeah.
is it more so you think, not Ken Dorsey, goddamn, Matt Canada, or is it more so Kenny Pickett?
I don't know. Watching the Steelers game, I've seen Kenny Pickett miss some like crazy throws. Like it's just like that was not even close. Like I think it's a combination of both. I used to be a Kenny Pickett believer. Now it's kind of like maybe it was just Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't Matt Canada because. Yeah, I know exactly. Try it. Why not? Why not just try it? Like
who's your backup over there?
Mitch
Trubisky
Trubisky,
still?
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph.
Ugh.
Bad quarterback room over there.
Yeah.
Some Steelers fans shouting Mason Rudolph's name right now.
I was just pounding the table for him. I heard that. Yeah, I heard
I
that
don't-
over there.
Oh,
Pit.
Let's
I
just
don't
keep
know.
running the ball. Let's just keep running the ball. Jalen Warren,
Yeah,
Najee
Jalen Warren.
Harris.
Najee Harris is terrible.
Jalen Warren's
He's just
nice, though.
slow. I
Statistically terrible.
Glad
and I remember
traded
when
I
me and
could.
you. I remember
Right.
me and you. We didn't watch the draft together, but
Yeah.
you texted me and said Steelers got a dog in Najee Harris, and he had a
Mhm.
first good few seasons.
Well, he's a dog.
He's
Don't get me
good. I
wrong.
don't-
He runs
It's those
hard.
Alabama running backs.
Yeah,
he
it's
runs hard. It's just
we saw a big production more out of them now that Broderick Jones is playing. He's
Yeah.
good at the run.
yeah.
From Bama, obviously. I mean, I don't know. Jalen Warren.
He's just better.
He might
just way
be
more
better.
explosive.
He's
It's kinda
harder runner.
When you throw it into like Bills context, Jalen Warren is Cook, and Najee is bumhold Leonard Fournette. Yeah,
Come on, bumhole.
yeah.
I don't know how you can do that.
Oh man,
Leonard
I don't
Fournette
think-
hasn't even stepped on
I
the
don't think
slow.
I don't
That's
think he's not bad. It's
Nah,
just
I think-
neither of them are bums.
he
It's just a little slow.
he just
I
needs
think you
that.
put-
He needs it to
You think
be
you put
wide
Fournette
open
over?
for him to
I
be
think you
good.
put Leonard Fournette out there, and he's faster than Latavius Murray.
I think so.
I bet you that.
Isn't Leonard Fournette just a younger Latavius Murray, pretty much?
Well, I mean, we'll have to see.
He catches the
we'll
ball
see
a
when he
lot
gets
better.
You
action.
know what I've
Yeah.
been thinking about here while you brought up Alabama running backs, and we're talking about the Bills running back core, and we're talking about the Steelers running back core. I'm thinking like the Bills running back core. They're also what the hell? What are they going to do with Damian Harris when he's healthy?
Alabama running back. Yeah.
He's shut down for the year, isn't he?
Is he? Oh,
Yeah, I saw
season
that.
ending.
Yeah.
I thought it was a 4-game.
I thought it was 4 games.
No, so I don't know if I brought this up on the pod or not, but Milano is done. He's done for the year,
There's no.
and so is
There's no
Damian
hope
Harris.
for him coming out back.
No, I could be wrong. I will check.
With how good the linebackers are playing, just let him sit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said McDermott said that Milano's done for the year. Damian Harris is going to get shut down for the year, and there's an outside chance that we see Daquan Jones.
That's what I heard. Is Daquan Jones has
Yeah.
a slim chance to come
I
back.
say yeah. Those that running back room for the Bills, LSU, Georgia, Alabama.
Those are dogs.
Ruled out yet.
That's
I'm
insane.
gonna say.
Harris
I'm gonna say.
from
No.
Rodgers.
I thought it was.
Gotcha.
I don't think.
Yeah, I
didn't
don't.
think-
I thought that's what I saw, but
I also.
Because it was like a. It was like
Everybody
a minor
posts
neck
different
injury,
things.
right? But it's a neck injury, so you never know.
I'm
yeah,
also-
yeah.
Did I miss the news about Milano getting shut down for the whole entire year?
Listen, man, I don't know. I can remember either reading.
I thought
or
there was a
hearing
I
chance.
think you're right on that.
Yeah.
I thought there was a chance that he was coming back though.
I think that was like the
Like
early
if we make
stuff.
the playoffs.
Let me see if I can't find it for you boys.
Shortly after.
Well, it's been.
I mean,
It's been like the whole entire time that I feel like McDermott gets up to the McDermott gets up to the podium, and then somebody asks him about him. It's like, well, he's in the facility and he's working, and like
I'm not gonna speak on his name, but he's here.
We don't like. I don't even think McDermott's came out and actually said what his injury really truly what it was. Like I know we can assume that it was like
the fracture.
the fracture and that it was something
Well,
in the knee.
One of the problems with sports media, they want to be the first one to it. So, because I did see some things where they did announce him out for a year.
Oh,
And like even
Maybe
even today's situation with Matt Canada, they said it was Art Rooney, the second decision.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it'll be Mike Tomlin.
It
Yeah.
was
Good old Mike, baby.
reported that Milano will have a chance to return,
'Cause he had two
but it
surgeries,
sounds
too.
like sounds like that is no longer in play. Milano says he's going to try to make a full recovery for the 2024 campaign.
all right, that's fine.
With the
That's
guy,
fine.
with how good
It's
the
not fine,
linebackers
but
are
that's
playing,
fine.
anyways. I mean, just might as well let him rest up.
Complete answer.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Still a big question mark getting thrown.
I wasn't
around.
100% wrong.
Like,
Hey, again, if I'm going to be wrong,
This is something to
I
be
wanna
wrong about.
here.
This is something to be wrong about.
Yeah.
We'll obviously get like into the Bills-Eagles game after we do the pick'ems and stuff like that later on. But the one thing I want to just talk about, like just watching that game fresh last night, the Eagles let Jalen Hurts get beat up, man. Like 5 sacks, 5 sacks. He got beat
Best
up there.
offensive line in the league.
If you can hold on the back end with your secondary, he will hold on to the ball.
Yes. Yeah.
Like the Bills do have a good shot at wreaking havoc on the D line against their O line. So
There's a little beef going around twice or 3 times this season with him and AJ Brown. He don't throw AJ Brown the ball like that.
tell me about
I mean,
it.
he was. For
I needed 17 out of him for fantasy, man. I got 1.
Well, this is like the second or third time AJ Brown's on the sideline.
Yeah.
It was like 8 weeks straight where he was getting like 10 catches, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
God forbid one more game. You don't get that many, you know.
yeah.
Hey, that's your wide receiver 1.
That's
Hey.
true, but
Hey man,
poor Devontae Smith is probably like, I want some love too.
I'm
kinda
assuming.
ate
I'm
those.
assuming.
He did.
I'm assuming the national media should probably say that he wants out and that he's a
Yeah.
problem and that like
Buffalo.
He wants
Nah,
to
it's
go to
just against
Buffalo.
Buffalo,
It's a
man. It's
Buffalo,
just
bro.
against Buffalo.
because
We know
Stephon Diggs
Does that.
throws his arms up at one point at the end of the Bengals game at Josh Allen, and he's the biggest diva, and he wants out, and he hates
It's the
Josh
media
Allen.
doing
He
their
Everybody
hates
just hates
Allen.
on the Bills, man. They just poor guys.
But AJ Brown does. It's like, nah, you got to get that guy the
The
ball.
thing I
you
hated
got to get that
about
ball.
that was I was sitting there watching. I'm like, oh, that's a really bad pick. What happened there? And they run it back, and AJ Brown blew him off the
Oh, my
line, so he
God.
just runs a streak.
Jalen Hurts should
That ain't the play. The play is a deep in. He runs a streak. Like, you know what I mean? And he's yelling at
It goes
like,
both ways.
It does go both ways. So it's
I mean,
they're deceptible though, man. I mean, they have a very good roster and they play good complementary
best roster in
football.
football.
but
There's no.
they have the most
there's holes.
They have the most elite play that's ever been existing in football on the tush push.
hey, man, The only way to stop it, don't get in
it's-
4th and 1.
That's what I was
it's
literally
first
saying to
and
those
9 at
guys. I
all
was like,
times,
just
man.
don't get them in the 3rd and 1, 4th and
Yeah,
1. You know
it's
what I mean?
tough,
It's
though.
the
It's easier
inevitable.
said than done,
It's the
but
inevitable.
Oh, yeah, it's
I got
going
something
to.
about
The Bills
that
are going to get a
later
couple
in the
tush
podcast.
pushes
Yeah.
on them. The Bills
don't
aren't going to
jump
be the
over
first
the
team to
pile
stop it.
either. Don't
Yeah,
jump over
Say
the
what's
pile.
going on the board.
It has
board-
been stopped,
And
actually.
I want you to know on the
The
board.
board has been
I
broken.
would say the board is no longer undefeated. So
But
you're
it is
gonna
going on the board,
you're going to
though.
throw it on there, and it's not going to happen. I broke the board.
This is good.
I broke the board streak.
How'd you break it?
I went Raiders over Dolphins,
You made a dumb-
Almost, too.
and it almost happened.
Almost. O'Connell.
Just
was-
like the State Farm commercial. You almost got it.
You almost got it. The board was almost undefeated. Still, Chris almost felt really good walking onto the podcast today.
I'll put the streak back up.
Oh,
I'll
man.
start at 1
You
and
hate
0.
a game.
I'll tell you what. I wanted that board to just be right.
Magical.
I feel like I owe the board better
Hey,
than
you know
that.
what? 11 weeks in is impressive.
That is
Yeah.
impressive.
There's
That
been
is
some
impressive.
crazy things up on that board, man.
Browns over the Niners.
Browns with the Niners.
Kincaid's. There's been some crazy.
I had one on there. I had
Stroud.
Texans
Stroud.
and CJ Stroud over the
300 yards, 2
Bengals,
tutties.
and
Mhm.
and then I went and I was like, you know what, I'm feeling
The
magical.
board will make its
Yeah.
appearance again.
And I was
They
like,
sure
give me the
will.
Raiders over the Dolphins.
Hey, man, I got a quick question from McKenna, actually. She asked me this the other night. We were just kind of shooting the shit about it. She wants to know if you could choose any coach in the NFL right now to switch with McDermott, who would it be?
Ben Johnson. Does it have to be
Like,
head
does
coach?
that have to be a head coach, right?
Oh,
Like
any
current-
coach.
What
Any
a-
coach?
Any
what a-
coach.
What a fire question.
We were chopping
What a
it up
fi-
the other
what a
night
fire
about it.
question.
Yeah.
Give
What was
me
your
an-
answer?
Give me an offensive mind.
My answer was either McVay or
I like McVay.
I like
Shanahan.
McVay.
Shanahan.
Shanahan's a good one.
Could you imagine either one of those guys with
That's-
Josh Allen?
Ooh.
Give me
You got
pretty
something?
much- Give me pretty much
Ooh.
any offensive mind, and I'll take it.
I'm gonna be
Antonio
honest
Pierce.
with you.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Uh-oh.
It is not gonna take. I do not have to go very far away from the Buffalo Bills and their division to pick a coach to coach this Bills
Bill
off.
Belichick.
He's going with Bill Belichick. Like, no, I'm kidding.
Mike McDaniel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a
Mike
good
did
one.
say
Say that, too.
That's a good
I
one.
did say that.
I think he would utilize the Bills
imagine?
offense like he would make it something special with that
Like,
Bills offense.
Could you just imagine? Like, oh, my God.
He would fit right.
He
into
he has
Buffalo.
he
would
has
fit
he
right
has a
into
guy
the
he's
city of
familiar with in
He
Trent
really would.
Sherfield,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'd have a Stephon Diggs. Then he'd have a very very good quarterback, a better quarterback than Tua, and
Tool man.
come on.
Could you imagine?
Come on, he'd be puffing on the sidelines and stuff like that. When he did that, that'd be so badass.
Who'd you say? Are you going with Ben Johnson?
I'm going Ben Johnson. I'm in love with Ben
I,
Johnson.
I don't know. I like the Kyle Shanahan call. I think.
Yeah,
I
that is
think
fine.
I think just any
Sean McVay's a
offensive
good one too,
mind.
but I think Kyle Shanahan.
I'm just a big McVay guy.
I just the
Like,
Lions.
I
are
mean,
in
he's
two.
not bad.
Mhm.
I mean, he's good. He's
Super Bowl
young.
winning coach.
Now the guy I would actually not over any of these guys, but he comes in like fourth is Dan Campbell. Because I'd run through this
run through a wall
for
with
him.
him.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
That exactly.
Yeah, Dan Campbell.
I mean, the Lions are just an impressive team.
I'll throw Nick Sirianni out there.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Pretty blue chip.
Yeah.
Jeez, we gotta play that guy next week.
Yeah, play him. Yeah.
How did I forget about him?
Yeah.
He's next up on the schedule.
You think some other podcast
No,
is
you
saying
know
what
what?
quarterback or coach would you switch for, and everybody's like Sean McDermott. We want that guy.
I got
Do you think anybody
I don't
else
know
wants
about
Sean
that
McDermott
Give
or
me-
no?
No.
fake Andy Reid.
Almost Andy Reid.
Almost
shit.
Andy Reid.
Almost Andy Reid just seems to have some ties with this podcast. He seems to get brought up every once.
It's not even.
His-
It was an interview.
His ears are just ringing. He's like, "Who the hell is talking about me?" Oh, it's
Who
probably
the hell is Bill's
probably that
Aholic?
waitress. Probably that waitress at the burger shop down the street.
Oh, yeah, I think there's only 13 seconds left on that podcast.
Oh,
He said it, bro. He said
he
it.
did say it.
Ah.
He did say it.
His words.
Are we just gonna shun that now?
Yeah.
It
I
all
can't-
circles back to 13.
Yeah, forget that guy.
Well,
While
he's-
we're on McDermott, man, I did text you guys. I had a little McDermott talk. On Fridays, I don't know if you guys ever catch him, but he does like local Buffalo sports media. He sits down, yeah. Yeah,
Oh, is that what they post on?
Yeah,
They
I
played
didn't
before
see-
the game.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Steve Tasker.
Yeah,
was-
yeah.
yeah. You know, I watched that before the game.
Gotcha,
sometimes.
gotcha. He's quoted. He says, "Allen gets impatient with the underneath routes." I just wanted, like, obviously we know that. We know that.
But coach said it.
So McDermott says that. And I was thinking in my head, like, yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, like, it kind of is what it is. Like, obviously we saw, this was Friday, so game Sunday, we see they finally have some explosive plays. the one that really got me, McDermott on sitting Cook. He said, trust needs to be earned, and we want to be consistent within what we do as an organization. Does that make sense to you guys at all? Like, at all?
Wait, say it again?
So he said, this isn't a quote. This is just kind of paraphrased.
Oh.
He says, trust needs to be earned, and we want to be consistent within what we do. So he said he wants to be consistent with, guys make mistakes, whatever. We want to be able to trust them, blah, blah, blah.
Wants to stop telling Josh Allen to be smart.
It always seems like if a running back fumbles, he's gone. But he's not consistent with anything else. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but
That's what kind of got me
You're
thinking.
taking your most explosive player on offense off the field.
Exactly. But he doesn't do it with receivers, nothing.
No, he does
I
not
mean, he
do it
needed
with
to do that.
receivers.
I'll tell you what, he needed to do that with Gabe Davis when he dropped that one against the Broncos and it was intercepted. I mean, that's obviously Gabe Davis' fault. But Gabe Davis,
Debatable. I'm sticking with him.
I'm-
I'll be his biggest supporter. It's all good.
So maybe it's time.
Thank you.
I'm big on the table for Khalil.
Maybe it's time for me to say something. Did you guys hear what Joe Brady said about Gabe Davis?
I
That
sure
Gabe
fucking
Davis.
did. I did. And I
Gabe
smiled ear
Davis.
to ear.
Gabe Davis actually, that's a guy
He has a spot in this
that
offense.
should be crowned the MVP of the Bills and Bills and Jets game. The guy did get 0 targets.
But he blocks
So
his ass
so
off.
I would say so. I put in
that's why he
I
gets so
put
many
in
snaps.
quotations. I put in quotations next to Joe Brady calls Gabe the MVP of the game. I said I'm assuming he's probably talking about blocking because he didn't do anything else.
Brady's on our side.
So I like Gabe
Yes, he
Davis.
is.
But
Yes,
see,
He is a good blocker.
He's a good blocker, but he's not wide receiver 2. That's
I mean,
wide
I've been
receiver 4.
I mean, since he got drafted, I love Gabe Davis, and I,
I
used
love
to
Gabe
vouch
Da-
for him. Like, oh, this guy's so
We
good,
got
blah
jerseys.
blah blah. And he's been a little underwhelming, obviously, this year. But I mean, playing 90% of the snaps, you got to be doing something right.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I think his time's going to come, but
Yeah,
we'll
I'm-
see.
I got a new guy I want the Bills to
I
draft.
like
so.
I like Gabe Davis to stay
So-
with this Bills offense, but he's just not wide receiver 2.
No, I agree with that.
So Gabe kind of like he'll have like his career is normally just like down game.
Oh,
down
yeah,
game.
for sure.
Oh, huge game.
Everybody's like, okay, we
Oh,
love Gabe
mid,
Davis.
Down game,
Yeah.
down game. We're coming off of a lot of mid and down games. It's got to be almost time for that.
Yeah.
Give us 9 receptions.
Eagles game,
100
Chiefs
yards.
game. He loves
He
to play the
loves to
Chiefs.
cook against the
He-
Chiefs.
He
That's-
just
that
he
seems
just-
to be the only team
I
that he
think-
cooks against.
it sucks against Gabe. He's not a dominant route runner. He's a little slow, but Khalil Shakir is
Khalil
does
Shakir.
all that.
I will pound the table next to my friend here.
I
and say
do.
Khalil
I
Shakir.
and
Might
Travis.
be owning a jersey soon.
He's been the biggest
Might
Khalil
have to.
Shakir fan since he got drafted.
That's
Although-
what
I know-
Travis wanted.
I know the
Although
guy.
Travis, well, don't let Travis fool you. He wanted about 4 guys before Khalil Shakir. Don't let him fool you. Don't let him.
I'm
fool you.
actually
Don't let him fool you. As
you
soon-
you were big on Khalil Shakir.
He was, but when George Pickens was there, he's like, I
Okay,
want
outside-
George
Outside the
Pickens.
first round.
George Pickens didn't go in the first round.
Okay. Outside the first
Every single
couple rounds.
and then Khalil Shakir
Khalil
came
Shakir
at.
was in the 5th
He
round.
came at round 5, and Travis is like, "That's our guy.
brother came from
That's our
Boise
guy."
State.
I actually remember watching and before the Bills picked you, like God,
I really like this Khalil
I
Shakir
really like
guy.
this Khalil Shakir guy.
He's from
That'd be
Boise
awesome if they
State.
picked
Who's
him
gonna
here.
really?
What?
He's from Boise State, and you're over here, George Pickens.
You were calling out so many different wide receivers before he got
Because
drafted.
they're round 1 and round 2.
No, I get that,
Of course
but
I
I'm
want a
just-
round 1 and round
I-
2 wide receiver. But I'm talking about fifth. I'm talking about a 5th one.
Hey, man,
Shit,
I'm-
I don't even say it 2 years ago. I wanted Marquez Stevenson. Where's he at?
I remember
Tra-
that.
Travis, as much as we can get onto him about the guys that he wants, when it's not a good player and the Bills do somehow get him, like Marquez Stevenson, he ate that. He took that to the chin.
Yeah, he did.
After that
That's-
preseason game when he had a 99-yard touchdown. I was like, okay, there's hope. There's
99
hope.
99-yard
Proved you wrong,
touchdown.
proved you wrong.
99-yard touchdown, and he hurt himself on that play.
Yes, he did.
We
Poor
didn't
guy.
see him ever
Butter.
again.
No, but yeah,
I mean, I think they found themselves a special one in round 5 with Khalil Shakir. He's just,
that's just Brandon Bean, man.
yeah. We know he's good at drafting late.
Amen. Khalil Shakir, I like him. I will say, man, there was it felt refreshing to see a guy like Khalil Shakir get that chance. Obviously, that's the most yards he's ever had in his career in a game, and that was nice to see.
115.
I love Khalil Shakir. I'm a big Shakir guy. My only issue is last year we bring in Beasley and John Brown.
Oh, and he immediately moves down.
He
in
was
the
on
roster.
the team.
Right, okay, but there's 2 ways to look at that.
We're 100%.
There's 2 ways
Beasley's
to look at that.
Beasley's your go-to.
Who was
guy.
the offensive coordinator? Ken Dorsey. Who's the head coach?
Yep.
Sean McDermott, and but hear me out.
I'm listening.
And Khalil Shakir was a rookie, and what does Sean McDermott love to not usually play?
Oh, 100%.
So I will say, and when Khalil Shakir was on the field,
He's open.
he made plays.
He gets
Like
open.
he actually had a big play against, I'm pretty sure, in the Dolphins wildcard game across the seam.
He snagged it.
And he got rocked, and it was like there was like 3 defenders, and he caught the ball. And then he also, earlier in the season, he made a couple plays. He had a big, like, I won't say big because now this is his big break against the Jets this past week.
He had 90
but he
yards
had
earlier
a
on the season.
really good game against the Steelers, and then you never seen him again.
Yeah.
And I will say, yes, part of that's probably execution and putting yourself in a spot to be put on the field. But also, it's like your coach needs to put you on the goddamn field to get.
I'm with you. I just wanted to throw it out there.
No, I like
see
it.
What you guys have to
I
say.
like it, but I will say, I think, and Khalil Shakir has gotten a significant jump in playing time in the last couple
See him on
weeks.
the field a lot.
And you see he's starting to make plays.
You don't ever see, not a good run blocker. Obviously, he's not the biggest guy, but when it's a pass play,
He's actually a good run blocker. Believe it or not, he ranks decently high in run blocking per PFF.
He's a feisty little guy.
Yeah, which
Always
is
a little-
odd.
it's always a little
so
ones.
weird to think like he doesn't seem like kind
I
of like Beasley was actually a solid run blocker too.
yeah.
They kind of
It's
have
those
like
little
the same
guys,
build.
man.
So
It's those little guys.
The
Get
Bills
up
do
under
love
them
those little
shoulder
guys.
pads.
The Bills
Yeah,
do
so-
love those little guys.
So, did you guys see Sauce Gardner's tweet before he deleted about that?
I can't stand Sauce.
So he's like,
guys know
y'all
what I
must not know nothing about defense.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that touchdown's not my fault, as he's the guy that's
You're
jumping
the
the ball
closest.
and
You're
missing
jumping
it.
the ball.
And then, not to mention, he's the one that runs down the field and does not. He's one of those 3 guys that doesn't get the tackle. Like,
Yeah.
brother.
So after watching that
Brother.
back, I'm pretty sure I could be wrong. I want to say he was in a deep zone.
cover 3 maybe.
I think they might have been in a cover 3-ish look.
Yeah, it
Um,
appeared that way.
If he would have made that play,
I was gonna say,
that's a hero ball.
if he
play.
tips that, we're talking about a whole different
because
conversation
that's
about
not
Sauce Gardner.
Like in theory,
It's not
that's
his
not
zone.
his man. It's not his zone.
Right.
There's
But
His
almost
zone
nothing-
would be the outside.
nothing's
third, yeah.
threatening his zone, so he comes
jumped
off.
it. Expecting
So,
to have safety help and stuff
That
like
wasn't his fault. His effort at the end
Was
was
100%
his
fault.
When
fault.
Khalil Shakir made that move and was
Yeah.
in between all of them, and he
Yeah,
almost gave up.
It's
It
an
seems
effort
like,
thing.
like
So
And then
I'm not a big Sauce guy. Never have been.
Sauce Gardner might be. He is by far the best. I think he's probably one of
I
the
mean,
better,
me and
better
Travis were
coverage
getting a little
corners
bit of
in the league.
debate up
I
when we were
like
watching
Sauce.
the game.
He is.
Travis was like, throw it at Sauce, throw it at Sauce. Josh
I'm
throws it at
testing
Sauce.
Sauce
Sauce breaks it up on Stephon Diggs. I'm like, do not throw it to Sauce.
I'm
He's going to
gonna
get
keep-
one.
I'm
He's
gonna
going to
go-
go out there and get
I'm
one.
going after
You
I'm
know
going
what-
after their best player.
You know what Sauce Gardner also is really good at?
Holding and then getting intercepted.
He was hugging my man Stephon
Oh, for
Diggs.
sure. Oh,
And then
especially in the
Sauce
end
is like,
zone.
why?
Especially in the
What-
end
what-
zone.
what'd I do?
That one in the
Yeah.
end zone.
Yeah,
That's
he,
how you get your interception, Sauce.
and so he got done just wrapping him up, and then he was like,
Yeah.
"Me, a flag on me?"
The one thing I really don't like about him is he doesn't move with receivers. He
Stays on the one side of the field.
He stays on the
Yeah,
defense's
and
left.
then DJ Reed plays on the same side.
Which
the
I
other
get
side,
that
yeah.
because I mean DJ Reed's not no slump. I mean
No.
he's a pretty solid corner. It's just
Developed, that's for
I would
sure.
like to. I mean if you're gonna be
If you're gonna be
top
mouthy,
2 corner, I
you're gonna
mean
be-
you
but
could
follow a
like Pat
receiver.
You should
Surtain when
follow
he
somebody,
played
like,
against
you know.
Stephon Diggs, he followed
He
Stephon
was-
Diggs
Surtain
the
followed
entire
him.
field,
Yeah.
the entire field.
Yeah.
And honestly, like 90% of the time, I felt like Rasul Douglas was kind of following Garrett Wilson. There was instances where
as
it
he
was
should.
where it was like Benford or before Dan
Alan
Jackson got
Lazard
done.
one was one of the weird ones where he wasn't on him. He
Yeah.
broke it up, and Alan Lazard caught
Yeah.
it, and
So I will
called a
say,
PI on it or whatever.
yeah. So I will say, real cornerbacks follow
But
number one.
don't get me wrong,
receivers.
man. He's top 2.
He's
Oh,
very
100%.
good.
Top
He's a
2,
good-
and
he's
he's
a
not.
good player.
He's
I-
top 2 and he might not be
He
2.
might not be
Honestly,
two.
I don't
he might
know.
be the best corner in the
Yeah,
NFL.
so no hate. I just
I mean, you gotta give. You gotta give.
It's okay.
You gotta give
Yeah.
respect where
That's
respect's
okay.
due.
Yeah.
The
I
dude,
I
the
respect
dude
it.
is
I just like
second year in
Sauce.
the league, and he's.
I mean, yeah, we kind of have to hate him. He's a Jet.
I was gonna say
100%.
He's
Yeah.
a Jet.
he
a
plays in
Jet,
our
man.
division. Absolutely.
He's
I
a
don't want to root for that guy.
Oh no, no.
I don't like him, but I will sit here and say
That's like Bill Belichick. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like you hate him, but you gotta give him respect. I mean, although with
Well,
the
I'll give him
Patriots
respect.
right now,
I'll give him respect in the early 2000s.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
right now it's kind
I'm
of
pounding
like
the table. I
Right
think
now.
we're all.
Tom Brady.
You
was-
gotta go, brother.
No, as a Bills fan, I want him to sit right
Well,
there.
Yeah,
Obviously
yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to
yeah,
stay.
yeah.
And I want Mac
but-
Jones to stay as the quarterback.
That's another guy that he done got demoted too. That's a
Yeah, they're in trouble
Bailey-
there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
he
think it's
officially
Bailey-
got demoted.
Bailey
Bailey
Zappi
Zappi is
that's
now
gonna
the
get the goal.
guy
yeah. Well,
for the.
imagine Bailey Zappi being your guy.
Well, yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Didn't they cut him and then signed him back to the practice squad
Yeah,
after
yeah.
giving him a contract?
Yeah,
or
they do something weird with him, bro.
Yeah, they're yeah.
He's a dual threat, though. He
Hey,
plays.
you have some comments while you guys are going very
Let's
from,
hear it.
Breezo Gambino.
That's Brennan. Shout out.
When you guys were talking about John's question about the coach, he chose Eric Bieniemy.
Oh,
Love it.
He also said he likes the McVay answer. Then in regards to Khalil Shakir and the Gabe Davis conversation, he says he just has so much more energy than Gabe. Wide receiver 2 next year, bunch of question marks. Then he also mentioned he led rookies with open percentage catches on his limited snaps last year.
love it. Love it. You got 2 Khalil Shakir fans here at the end of the table.
You know how I feel. I talk about it every day.
I mean,
at
he's
work.
good. He's good. Seemed like he was.
I
Seemed
do-
like he had a rough offseason, and
I will
apparently
have
he's that
Casey
guy now.
text one of you guys
Hey.
one day.
Hold on.
I love Khalil
Speaking
Shakir.
of Casey, shout out to Casey. He's tuned in. He did already
Is he?
text me.
Nice.
Shout out to Casey.
Shout out Casey.
Hope Casey's feeling. Hopefully he's on the back end of feeling better here. He's
I
just
think he
coming-
did say he's feeling a little
Okay,
better.
he's
He
just
did go to
coming back
work.
from
We're
COVID.
talking about young
Oh,
Case.
man. Shout out to
out-
Casey.
shout out to Young
Young
Case.
Young Case, baby. Come on, young Case.
He's tuned in
Yes, sir.
tonight, so we're hyped about that. We're
Casey,
hyped.
Casey, send Chris a message, man. I was slobbing over Khalil Shakir.
Whoa! Whoa!
I'll say it.
Whoa!
I'll say it, man. Whoa me.
BillsAholic sus
Lobbing
moment of the
bro.
week.
I
Travis.
I can't remember.
Travis, you were
I no longer
off.
hold it.
You were off the seat.
Nah, I'll let you
Oh,
off the seat.
fell.
Peretti.
Almost went off the seat.
He
Dethroned.
quite literally almost fell out of his seat.
I'll take over for this week, couple of weeks, man.
He's
I don't know. Like he just
No
reminds
real.
me of Beasley. I could be wrong. I see it.
Is that a bad
Obviously
thing, though? It's
faster.
not
oh,
a
yeah,
bad
no,
thing.
I see what you're
Faster, a
saying.
little bit more athletic, but
I said
don't
that.
know.
I said that when I was walking out of the stadium with
Did
my
you?
dad. Oh no, not my dad. Well, ironically enough, my boy Mark Beasley.
Mark Beasley.
Speaking of Cole Beasley, I was talking to Mark Beasley. They're not
Mark
related at all. One's
Yes.
Yes. Different skin tones.
Shout out Mark Beasley.
My boy
out,
Mark
Mark.
Beasley.
Shout
Yeah,
Best golfer I
we were-
know.
Yeah, best golfer we know. Yeah, I looked at him. I said, bro.
I like that.
I said he's just like a faster Gabe. I mean, I'm faster Cole Beasley.
Mhm.
And he was like, it's actually a great comparison.
Right?
I was like, I'm just good at what I do.
Yeah.
I'm just here to make these types of comparisons.
Nice.
Now that we're answering comments, stuff like that, let's
Are
get
we
a-
getting into some of these YouTube
let's get
comments?
some.
Oh,
This
let's
is the
do
joy.
it.
Before I should have probably jumped into this.
We
in the
appreciate
beginning.
you guys.
We appreciate
so
everybody that
much.
watched the reels, liked them, commented, shared them, and stuff like that.
We had a huge weekend.
Two, shout out to Tank. Shout out to Tank, man. He produced us. He made some fire reels
Makes
this
awesome
week.
videos.
I mean,
Fire Tank Productions.
yeah, I was gonna say Tank.
Throw it out there a little louder, man.
I don't got the microphone, but yeah.
He don't got the microphone, but Tank does great work, as you guys can see. I mean, these reels they took off this past week. We had one with 9K, one with 1.8, and also the subscriber jump was huge this past week. If you look,
15, 20.
I would say if you look at the chart like Tank just did in the background, it was like
It's skyrocketing.
it was like the hill on the Superman at Darien Lake, bro. It was going up. It was going up. It was quite literally. It looked the same, but. No, I just wanted to shout out to everybody. But Travis, spit
to
off
the
some
comments.
of these comments. Now that we got some of these comments to react to,
That's gonna be a nice feeling.
this,
You know,
it is
reacting to
pretty
comments.
it
That's
is
gotta
pretty
be a nice
badass
feeling.
because there's just random people that we have no idea who they are. So
The Gabe Davis reel. As a Chiefs fan, I know your pain.
yeah, you do. MVS trash.
Gabriel Tree says, as a former Gabe, this hurts.
As a-
Not representing Gabriel very well.
Oh, and then we have a Broncos fan.
Oh yeah,
Here
this
we
is
go.
As a
Broncos
Broncos
country.
fan, defense shut y'all out, and we had the best TD of the year so far. How does that go to the video?
Yeah, we're not really sure, but
He's
hey,
just he
hey,
thinks
but
that
shout out to Denver Broncos.
he just thinks the Broncos are just miraculously gonna do something this. I mean, they did
they're
try
on a
the
little
last
win
5
streak.
games, but
They're on a little win streak.
Shout out to the two guys that fired back at him. That has nothing to do with the video. Bud.
Somebody said that.
Yeah, somebody said that.
comma Bud or just Bud?
Oh, just Bud. Jaden. So this dude that said the Broncos fan, he spelled defense DEFENCE. He corrected him. Defense is not a word.
Jesus.
So thank you for having our backs.
We love the pettiness in the comments.
I like it. Yeah, sometimes I get petty when I respond to those
Oh,
comments. I love
100%.
it.
Kind of
Now,
have to almost.
This one's interesting. Or because Josh Allen throws the ball so hard.
That's not an excuse to drop.
I think somebody actually fired back a comment and said that too.
No one did. It had 3 likes.
has replies that you're not clicking on.
No, those are the 2 replies of the Broncos fan.
Oh, then it was on TikTok. Somebody said something
We'll
similar.
go to TikTok next. We had a ton of there.
Somebody
I mean, you're
did-
the NFL getting paid. I mean, you've caught the
Yeah.
ball from Josh like that before. Why are you just dropping that?
Mm-hmm.
Gabe Davis is solid number 3. People are still living off the playoff game versus the Chiefs, but he's inconsistent.
I've been
AF.
pounding the table about that one.
Dolphins, love to see it. Dolphins fan here. Y'all will find anyone to blame as long as it's not your Lord and Savior Josh Allen.
He's just mad that he's so much better than Tua turned the ball over.
Wow.
Alex Amazing commented back to him. The only thing that you can blame for here is that maybe he threw it too hard because of his cannon arm. However, no, that's not the case. That's on Davis.
Love it.
To be fair, Josh Allen played terrible that game and has a few games like that this year. And then Walker Cole, he is so inconsistent. We had a mix of both in the comments.
Sounds
Dolphins and Broncos fan, we pulled them. Thank you for taking your time out of the day to argue with us.
They just like to chirp. They're just weird.
love this,
They're
dude.
just weird.
like I want you to know these comments. Like every time I see one fire up, I'm
Love
like,
Let's get a Dolphins
just
fan
like-
on your guys' podcast.
Oh, we want to.
Let's
We
just
want
pick
to.
the
We want
Dolphins
to.
apart for this guy.
we want to. I'll tell you what. Like
I think we're looking into getting a Dolphins fan. on
we,
here for
I
the Dolphins
I've
week.
been I have been looking into. I'll tell you what, dude. It's been like. It's so funny going up on YouTube and TikTok and seeing these comments. And like TikTok, I actually have a really big tendency to fire back comments, so I'm sure you'll see some replies on there.
Well, a lot of people don't expect you to respond.
Right, like, and then I
TikTok
don't,
with
and then
15
after
comments, too.
I respond, nobody ever responds back, of course.
TikTok had
which just
15
sucks, but
comments too.
Yeah, I might be about 5 of those.
What's the most toxic one?
Yeah, give us a toxic one, man.
That's what we do this shit for.
Oh yeah, dude.
You gotta do some
Whenever I
digging
see
for
it.
it.
Maybe YouTube had the most one.
YouTube had the most one. The worst one is Dan Bogana. He's got to be consistently inconsistent receiver. He's got to be the most consistently inconsistent receiver in the league right now besides, I don't know, Nelson Aguilar.
So he's kind of agreeing with us.
So, yeah. So that's the most intriguing to look at.
What a solid week though, man. I mean,
Over 1,000
said,
likes on TikTok.
up to 72 followers on TikTok, which is pretty cool. And then we hit over 1,000 likes this week, which is also pretty badass. And I mean that's
we
shout
appreciate you guys.
I'll say that's shout out to
Big
the people.
time.
Shout out to the
You guys
people that
definitely
watch
put the
this.
time in, so you guys
100%.
definitely deserve it. That's for sure.
100%. Shout out to the people that watch this, and then obviously us boost out this content. And then Tank behind the scenes really putting
Tank
together
really
the
is the
work.
MVP for you
I
guys.
say
probably.
putting together the work, man. He's
Tank is Gabe. I'm gonna say it. I'm fucking
Tank
with
is
ya.
Gabe. Tank.
No,
if it's in my eyes, Tank.
MVP.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm with
Tank, you're a blocker.
Right over your head,
You
boys.
spent like 15 minutes shitting
Nah,
I was literally
And then all of a
that's
sudden,
where I'm
Tank's
Tank.
like, damn, I must.
man.
I'm a Gabe
I see
lover
what you're
too.
saying.
so-
I see what you're saying. So you're
Yeah.
Joel
Let me
Brady
take
saying
you
he's
to
the
the parking
MVP.
lot after.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
there
sir.
you go. I like that. But there you go, man. That's Bills. That was Bills Jets. Bills Jets was obviously a game that we're happy about. We're happy to get up on this podcast and
6
talk
to 5,
about some
baby.
positive
Happy to
things.
get back in the win column.
You know, speaking of getting back into the win column,
This
There
guy's
was-
feeling himself because he's good at 2 games now.
I got 2 games back, but then I figured out that I was 2 games now behind John. So it was kind of like what did Josh Allen say before we fired Ken Dorsey? He's trying to find a way to stay low positive or something
Low
like that.
positive.
I'm trying to stay low positive here. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm quite literally
barely just positive. I
I'm
don't-
quite
what is
literally
that?
still the worst at predictions. I'm not mad at a 96-59 record, but it's hard when you're up against 101, 54, 98, and 57.
And I will say I do a pool every week with Casey.
Young
So
Case.
these are
accurate.
accurate, and
accurate.
we don't pick the Thursday games, so I just split them in half.
Yes,
I
that's
did
fair.
half win, half loss
That's
to make
fair.
it fair.
That's fair.
So
Yeah.
that number
Maybe
is
we should take
accurate.
away 2 of those losses. 2 of those wins.
You want to tie us up?
Nah. No, but yeah. So last week,
Looking for wins.
it looks like your boy decided that he was gonna finally come together and make something happen. I went 11-4. Travis, I went 11-4. John went 10-5, and Travis went 9-6. So,
It's probably one of your worst weeks.
well, yeah,
It is my
the
worst
one
race,
that really got us was me and you picked Eagles.
Mhm.
He picked Chiefs, And then the one that I got really lucky on that you guys picked against, both of you picked against, was the Broncos and Vikings game. I picked
Yeah.
Broncos.
The Broncos.
And
So
flashback.
Broncos
or,
country. Oh, we
flashback.
fucked you up.
The G-Men, man. I had a feeling.
And he said it at
I
first.
said, man, Saquon, I think is going to carry them. And then you guys started talking about Johnny DeVito or whatever. his
Tommy
name is.
Danny DeVito or Tommy
whatever
DeVito
his
or
name
Tommy
was.
Jason
And
DeVito
I was
or
like,
Some Paisano.
I was
the
like,
Giants?
man, you guys are
we
right.
picked all three of us picked the Giants. We
Okay.
talked him out of picking the
I had
Commanders.
a good feeling.
No.
No, we all
We picked the Commanders.
Washington.
We all picked. We talked
I
him out of
was-
picking the Giants.
Yeah.
He had Giants, and
You
we
guys,
talked
you
him out
guys
of it.
gave me like for real, John. What are you doing? Like,
But,
I'm
but it's the
sticking to the
Commanders
gut,
and
man.
Giants,
I
man.
know.
I mean, when you got
I
a
know.
Raiders and Dolphins pick, and
Yeah.
then an idiot on the podcast goes the Raiders. I feel
Yeah.
like that's board material.
100%.
The Giants and Commanders. That game was on the TV, and they might have had 5 people watching. I
Mhm.
mean, that's a slugfest.
And then
You would have been right though. I apologize. That starts with a guy like
that's
that.
all good,
Starts with the
man.
guy.
Me and McKenna were talking about the Packers game, and I remember saying, man, the Chargers will probably Charger, but I'll go Chargers.
Oh,
I gotta stick to my gut, man.
stick to the gut this week, man.
Damn.
Come on, Quentin Johnston.
Stick to the
Oh
gut
my
this
Yeah,
week.
that's
all on him.
that's a horrible drop. I mean,
That's pretty bad.
This is quite literally one of my favorite weeks of football.
Because the Bills won.
No, yeah.
Thanksgiving? Yeah, you're
Thanksgiving.
right.
One, my
Didn't
favorite
process.
holidays this week. I'm a big Thanksgiving guy.
Can't
I
you
think as
tell?
you get older,
I was gonna say. I was gonna
I
say.
think as you
I
get
was gonna
older,
say.
you just you cherish it a little more.
Exactly. As Travis just alluded to, I'm not exactly. I'm not fat. I'm not fat. The
He's
camera might add 10 pounds.
He's just a little chunky
Definitely
monkey.
adds 10 pounds.
But let me tell you one thing. There's nothing like food, family, the 3 Fs. Food, family, and football.
That's a good way to put it.
And guess what? Let's jump right into those weekly pick'ems. Thanksgiving football. Finally, the Buffalo Bills are not on your three game slate.
Thank God.
That means, guys, the curse is over. We will. That's the last 2 years on Thanksgiving. Trey White tore an ACL and Von Miller tore an ACL, and here we are. The Bills are not on your Thanksgiving slate. The NFL knew they had to stop it.
Thank God.
They had to stop
They
it.
also said, you know what? No AFC teams. Let's just go all.
Yeah, all NFC.
Yeah, yeah. So if you
I didn't even realize that.
if you were at
actually.
all
I didn't
hoping to see
realize
something in
that.
the AFC playoff in that AFC playoff hunt, and
You wait till the week.
yeah, you
Yeah,
got
wait till
you
Sunday.
got to wait until Black Friday
No, that too.
because we got a Black Friday game this
First
week too.
ever.
Black Friday game this week. We got football all over the place.
And they definitely scheduled this.
Well, they definitely.
They thought that was going to be a
You
little.
know they
Yeah.
did.
They thought that was going to be a. Aaron Rodgers was
Aaron
supposed to
Rodgers
be in this
against the
game.
Jets, and then
They thought that had
unfortunately-
like division-winning implications.
And here we are.
Not quite.
Here we are. Packers at Lions.
You gotta
Detroit.
go. You gotta go with Detroit.
You gotta go D.
You gotta
gotta go-
Detroit.
You
They
gotta go
are.
with the 8-2 Detroit
I mean,
Lions.
they are
Jared
good,
Goff
man.
is going to have a turkey leg in his mouth after the game.
They are
right?
good,
like,
dude.
Like
the
I'm
Lions
not.
are good.
I'm not tripping.
It might be by default, but he might.
Default?
Well,
yeah.
you
Oh,
know,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
you know the quarterback always gets one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The quarterback always gets one. It's he can
Amon
throw
will get one.
he can throw 2 interceptions and fumble the ball once.
Hey.
If the Lions win, he's
You know what
eating
we
the
should
turkey
do?
leg.
I think we should all pick one player, minus a quarterback. I think we should do.
Ooh,
that
that's
gets
gonna
a
get the turkey
leg
leg.
per game. Just
That's
kind
fire.
of make something fun.
That's fire. I like
Make something
that. I'll
fun
put
out
in the
of
notes. So we're all gonna go Lions, right?
Yeah,
That's,
we're all
I'm
going
going
Lions.
Lions,
Clean
yeah.
sweep.
we're not gonna.
Who's your guy?
I'm gonna take Aiden Hutchinson.
Damn.
Ooh, that's a
Oh,
go
you
one.
wanted
Damn
it?
it.
I
should've
got
went
one.
first.
I know.
All right,
I'm
ready?
going.
Take it with me. Me and say
You guys can go same thing. I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going. Jack Campbell.
Okay.
Ooh, the Rook,
Yeah,
future former Bill.
I'll go the obvious. Amon-Ra. I'll go.
that's a.
Amon-Ra.
I got one.
I like
Kind
that.
of
I got one. Give me Jahmyr Gibbs.
Nice.
Jahmyr
I was
Gibbs.
waiting for it.
Over
Wait.
Montgomery.
So now wait. So
Lately.
did I hear?
Although
did I-
Montgomery got
I'm-
me a lot of fantasy points.
I'm not. You changed it?
Yeah. I'm a.
I wish I had a pen and paper, man. This is
I just
I'm
thought
kinda-
of it.
this is
dude.
getting tough. I'm like,
I'm kind of just going wild and going Jack Campbell, but
I like it.
so we got a St.
That's kind of
Brown,
why I went Hutch.
yeah,
Hutch.
yours is
I'm
probably
just gonna go
a
with mine.
little
It'll
bit
be
higher of a
different.
chance than mine,
I
but
got one. Montgomery, David Montgomery.
I like
Gibbs.
that.
Ooh, we got
I'm
both
a big
backs.
Montgomery
Montgomery.
fan. I like Gibbs too though.
And then who you going?
Jack Campbell.
Okay.
He reminds me of Jamal Williams from last year, just a touchdown machine.
I'm glad I only have to type out 3 Thanksgiving games. I was like typing out a paragraph.
Yeah. I wish I would have thought of this earlier, but
No, that's
is
fire.
cool. Yeah, I
that's
like
fire.
it.
Thanks. This week's Thanksgiving special
yeah.
on the weekly pick'ems. Thanksgiving
I'll throw
special.
something in there too.
Yes, sir.
This is the first time in a long time we can actually watch the Lions football and they're good on Thanksgiving.
I know
Oh,
they
that's true.
always
Yeah.
suck.
In my lifetime.
Yeah.
Maybe one time with Matt
I
Stafford.
I saw a stat
was that
that
stat that
I
we were
no, we
talking-
can't share that stat.
was-
We can't share that
what was
stat.
that
That's an
stat?
inappropriate stat that can't be put on on YouTube. There's a stat. The last time the Lions were 8-2, it's something we can't get into.
I don't even remember it.
We'll love
It's-
to. We'll
Oh,
love to hear it after.
I know.
Yeah,
it.
it'll be shared after something.
Yeah, there it
Something
goes.
we can't.
Just hit 'em.
Something we can't get
I don't
into.
I just saw this
I,
on.
I was gonna let this one slide, but it's something we definitely cannot get into. We'll tell you after.
We'll tell
the
you
I saw this
podcast.
on Instagram the other day.
Yeah.
It's
Or
it's.
Twitter.
I don't even. We were talking about
It's-
it. I brought it up,
It's
and
bad.
now I don't remember it.
I remember it and I can't say it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get off the game. Commanders,
We're next.
Oh, I remember
we
it.
might get canceled.
I remember it. Yeah, I
Commanders
remember
at
it.
Cowboys. Wow. I mean, if you guys have anybody else other than the Cowboys winning this
Yeah.
football game,
You're stupid.
Cowboys.
I'm going Cowboys.
You think it's gonna be close?
It's a division game.
Uh,
Yes.
Well, what was the stat? It was something about Ron Rivera and his 10.
He might be out of
Giants.
he might be out of a
He
job
can't
soon.
beat the Giants, but
He can beat the
any other of
he
these teams
Mm-hmm.
keeps it close.
he finds
Yeah.
a way with Philly. and
I mean, I'm
Bills.
going Cowboys.
That's an interesting
So-
stat. Yeah.
So
But he's also
Cowboys
almost
across
out of
the
his job,
board
right?
start handing out them turkey legs.
Micah Parsons.
I took Hutch from him. I took it. I respect it.
So we're gonna have to remember who picked who because there's no way I'm typing out.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So
Dude, Micah.
Parsons.
Yeah,
No,
Parsons.
I mean,
Oh, I
who
gotcha.
picked
I
Parsons?
don't remember this guy's name, but he's a cornerback.
Darren Blaine.
Oh,
Bland.
Blaine.
Deron Bland.
Bland.
He's got. Doesn't he have?
Give me
more,
CD.
Doesn't he have more touchdowns than Chris Olave?
Yes.
Devontae Adams.
Yes.
And one more third receiver.
I just saw this too. I'm not gonna remember.
There was three very
Was
good
it
wide.
DK?
Might be because he's been injured.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
You know
he's
what?
cornerback's got more touchdowns than
4 or
three.
6.
He has 4.
That was his
4 pick sixes.
I'm gonna keep the trend going here. All right. You know who I'm gonna go with my turkey leg?
Who?
Tony Pollard.
That's where I was going. I was gonna
Pollard.
jump in front of you and say it.
Yeah. He's
You
been
can go-
so disappointed.
You can go Pollard
I'm
times
gonna
two.
go. I'm gonna go weird. No, I'm not going Pollard times. I'm gonna go range. Just coming off a big game for the Cowboys. I'm going Brandon Cooks.
Ooh,
Just came off a big game with the
the
Cowboys.
vet.
respect.
All right. Okay. All right. 49ers at Seahawks.
Geno Smith may not be playing.
49ers.
Or Kenneth Walker.
49ers. Okay.
Yep.
Niners.
Niners all day. Niner.
Hard to root against the
I'm gonna have
Niners.
Kyron Williams come off
Niner
IR.
gang.
I'm gonna have to throw him right in.
Bing bang Niner gang.
Shout out E40.
I'm going Fred Warner.
God,
Wow.
I should've just said
Just
it.
jumping in. Just
Give me
jumping
Nick Bosa.
Okay.
in. Got a lot of defensive guys.
Give
you could probably
me-
choose from.
I like doing
Dre
it
Greenlaw.
defensive,
You know, you got
Give me George
not
Kittle.
not.
I'm gonna just keep the trend
McCaffrey.
going. Give me CMC.
That's a hard one.
Can I
That's a
change
go.
mine?
No, locked in. Can't change it.
I was gonna
Locked
go
in.
Ayuk.
It's locked in.
What about Chase Young?
Oh,
He got his first sack as a Niner last week, huh? How
I
about
like that one too.
Division game, show up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It'll be easy to remember who I went. I just was like running back.
Running back.
Yeah, you're
Nah,
kind
I'm switching. I'm going Trent Williams.
Interesting. Has it old lineman?
Not gonna allow us.
Who did you originally go with?
Probably.
I had Chase Young.
Oh, so you're gonna go.
Well, he changed. You
Wait.
might as well change too. Who
I'll
you going?
stick with Bosa. I'm sure Ayuk will
Wait, so
get
you're
one, though.
going. You're
I'm sticking with
Who you
crazy
going to?
eye George
Big
Kittle.
man's gonna get
Hmm.
Who
I
you
like
going
that.
with?
Trent.
Trent Williams.
Just go Trent Williams. Go
It's
big
always the big
7-1,
names.
baby.
Unless you have a
Already
crazy
sold
game.
that team.
Respect it, yeah.
All right, man.
People run away from that guy when he's blocking them.
Hey, how are we feeling? You know, that's the Thanksgiving slate, but you wake up the next day and believe it or not,
It is Black Friday.
there's
game
Black
day.
Friday, and you thought you were going shopping. Well, you are going shopping, and then when you get home, you're sitting down watching the Dolphins and Jets, and that seemed desirable in August. That seemed desirable.
Not
Here
now.
we are.
I think Amazon Prime's doing something cool. You could shop while you're watching the game on the app.
Yeah, I saw that. Amazon's
That's
kind of
badass.
killing it.
Amazon.
That's dope.
Take over.
That's dope.
Amazon
They are
making a power move.
Big time.
Making a power move.
Thursday.
You
games
know who's
have
not
been
making a power
very
move?
popular.
The Robert Sala and the JETS
Yes.
suck.
Tim Boyle.
Tim Boyle is not beating the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins.
How is he even a
Aaron Rodgers.
quarterback in the
Aaron
NFL?
Rodgers.
Yeah.
That's your answer, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Is this a clean?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm
Fins.
gonna go.
It's gotta go.
I'm
It's
gonna
gotta go
Dolphins.
Miami.
I think this is gonna be closer than we think, though.
Yeah, I don't think the Dolphins are just gonna. Part of me wanted to go Jets, but how are they gonna score? How are they gonna find a way
I
to
don't know
score?
how you go.
Like, do you just hand the ball off to Brees Hall 30 times that game?
There's no way.
You might see
I would-
Simeon.
I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah,
if
he
Tim
is a
Boyle
backup.
doesn't even
I
throw
was
the
trying to
ball
think of
10
his name.
times.
Yeah, Simeon.
Simeon and Zach Wilson.
All right. That brings us to, the Sunday slate. Football's back to normal at this
1
point.
o'clock.
1 o'clock slate. Kicking it off with the Buccaneers at the Colts.
I'm going Indy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't. I can't.
Sorry, Tank.
Tank, we're gonna get our first split here.
I'm
I
going
think
Indy.
I think I'm pounding the Buccaneers here.
I'm also gonna be on the Bucks.
It's
All right, so the first Ben is
I'm
solo.
going Indy. I'm
No, I'm a
going
little
Indy.
concerned about this one, strictly just because Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
Receiving core, our cornerback room is it's like hit or miss. But
Yeah.
K. Dotton's
what
finding a
I
way.
do like is we're coming off the bye, and
Mhm.
we're just letting Shaq Leonard go. So you're gonna see more Zaire Franklin, EJ Speed, and I forget his name. I gotta learn how to say it. He's number 50 though. He just had an interception against the Carolina Panthers. Showed up and showed out. He may have a big game, but
I like it. Patriots at Giants. Wow.
Are we sure that's even an NFL game? Did they win?
Patriots at Giants, man.
Yeah, I'm going
I
Patriots.
love that joke.
Alubi?
Yo.
Olubi? Yeah. I couldn't
John.
think of his name. What up?
Patriots at Giants. I'm just saying.
Give me the G-Man.
I was gonna say last week.
Give me Johnny DeVito, wherever his
or
name
Johnny,
is.
Tommy, Danny,
Tommy DeVito.
Jason.
Whatever
Johnny
his
Bravo,
name
Johnny
is.
DeVito, whatever.
This podcast doesn't know, but the one thing this podcast seems to know this week. Two of us.
DeVito.
Let's go G-Men.
Patriots.
I'm gonna go Patriots.
I like this. Okay.
Probably a smart choice, but I'm just a little salty from last week.
Can we do?
Yeah. I did take. I'm
Can we do the
taking all
game
my picks
consequence
from
now
my
for
pool,
Ben,
so.
Hey man, Ben.
Wait,
Ben
what'd you
might-
say?
Can we do the game consequence like 2 weeks early for Ben?
Right?
I do just kind of like that Ben's just like solo taking us on with these splits. He's just like we're just all like he's just like taking shots,
like-
bro. He's
I'm
just
like,
by
yeah.
himself. He's just eating this.
If last week didn't happen, I would have been on the Patriots, but now I feel like emotional connection to the G.
I just think the Giants just suck.
the Giants do blow. This is
I
gonna
just
be a
think they
terrible
suck,
game.
man.
Here's
They
a
just-
little bit of a head scratcher.
Yeah, this is
Steelers
weird.
walking into Cincinnati. The Steelers can't score offensive points. The Bengals don't have a quarterback.
Hey, they have Jake
Um,
Browning.
Buddy.
I'm just messing.
Who they?
Who
Who
they?
they?
Who
Who
him?
dat?
Who him?
Who don't? Give me Steelers.
Yeah, I'm taking Pitt.
What you
I mean,
got-
Joey Porter's locking up Jamar
What
Chase.
you got over there?
Joey Porter's probably locking up Jamar Chase.
Board question mark?
I think I'm gonna.
yeah, throw that shit on
Whoa,
the-
McKenna says
I
we can't.
Can't hear me. Is that true?
Where is it, Chris?
McKenna says she can't hear. McKenna says. Let's check the pod. Let's just make sure.
I hear you loud and clear.
All right.
You can hear John. Oh yeah, you can definitely hear.
So what she's saying is she just don't want to hear me.
I don't know, yeah, because I turned on the podcast, we can hear you.
All right, I'm all good.
What's your stat line for Jamar
What you got?
Jamar Chase is gonna have 7 targets, but he's gonna have 2 catches for 29 yards. I'm just saying he's locking him up.
I missed this. What happened?
Oh, he said
I said Joey Porter's gonna lock
locking
up Jamar Chase.
By the way, me and you are the only two that haven't made picks here. Are we going Steelers or are we going Bengals here?
I don't know.
Um,
McKenna's still saying she can't hear me. I'm lost. Where'd my picks go?
McKenna might have to check the TV, bro, because I can confirm
I'll show you your mic. I'll show my mic.
he's sharing his mic. Oh yeah, you can definitely hear both of us.
You're on.
What game are we on?
We're on Steelers Bengals.
Steelers Bengals.
Me and you were the
Oh, I
only
took
two.
Joey
that
Porter locking
I
up
took
Jamar
Pitt.
Chase. You remember that part?
I took Pitt, man.
Thanks, McKenna.
I know she threw me off,
Throw him
man.
off.
Yeah, this is kind
It's
of
one of those games.
Yeah, I feel like it can go either way.
I guess I'm gonna go Steelers, dude. The quarterback situation is what's really making me afraid. What?
Nothing.
Who's calling plays for Pittsburgh now?
Who's the offensive coordinator?
Matt Sullivan is calling plays, and then there's another guy who's the interim offensive coordinator, but Matt Sullivan's calling the plays.
Hey, they always say if you got two quarterbacks, you got none. You got two offensive coordinators.
You might have none.
You might have none.
Who's the Bengals offensive coordinator?
So, you know what?
He's going Bengals.
I'm going Bengals because everybody else, you're gonna get a Chris split here.
Too bad it's not going on the board.
Yeah, it's not going on the board because somebody made a pretty bold statement.
2 for 29.
2 for 29, baby.
I respect it.
I'm
Just remember that board is coming off of a week where it has finally lost. The board right now is just like, holy shit, I might snap in half.
We're going 1-0. 1-0.
All right. Now that it just seems like the world has completely fallen on itself, I feel like we're super confused after McKenna said she can't hear us. Panthers at Titans.
Another one?
Did the NFL just think that like they were like, okay, this has potential. We could have really cooked up something crazy with the Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and the Sunday slate, and then they were like, we'll throw the Panthers and Titans out here.
Titans. I think.
I'm rolling with Will Levis this week.
Yeah,
I think
I'm on.
Titans, so.
I'm on Tennessee this week.
Yeah.
Panthers just aren't good.
Bryce Young a
Possibly.
bust.
I think they keep them till the end.
I think if
I mean, they're 2-9, 2-10. You might as well just ride it out for the rest of the season.
This is one I'm gonna. This is gonna be a good game. This next one.
Yeah, that's right.
I know who I'm going this next one.
Jaguars at Texans. I'm going Texans.
I'm going Texans.
Give me the Texans money line.
Going
Travis?
Texans, baby. C.J. Stroud, man, that guy is
Love the
elite.
Texans, love C.J. Stroud, but I'm going to the Jags.
Wow.
Probably the respectable choice.
Is it? No.
I don't know. I think that's actually gonna be a really good game.
It's
I
gonna be a
think
good
that might
game.
be one of the best.
Might be a
1
sleeper.
o'clock
Texans
games.
blew them out last time. I don't know.
Yeah. Stroud is Stroud
looks
is
like-
coming off of probably his worst half of football.
Yeah.
His second half of football.
Yeah,
was
but it's okay when he does
horrendous.
Yeah.
It's okay when he does it.
It's
But he
it's
finally
gotta
looks
split
like a rookie.
sometime.
We can say that.
Yeah, but
Yeah, because his first half, what did he throw? Over 250, two
250 and a
touchdowns?
touchdown.
let's be honest.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud up until this past
Jesus.
week was like we were all sitting here like, well, he might win Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he has got a potential shot at MVP
Yeah,
if he keeps
he
this
still
up.
does.
He still does.
Oh, I think that's sealed. Yeah, yeah, give it to
That
him.
is
now.
signed, sealed. Probably should be on its way. I would say
Yeah,
in a bookshelf at his
Express
house somewhere.
shipping.
So the last 1 o'clock game, a little NFC South rivalry, the Saints at Falcons. Both off the bye.
interdivision.
Interdivision.
I'm going Falcons.
I'll fly, man. I'm going Saints.
I like the Saints here. They just put Michael Thomas on IR, but it's okay.
He
I'm
wasn't
going-
doing anything
Is
anyway.
Derek Carr back?
I was gonna say, we'll just ask Derek Carr.
I'm pretty sure he's still questionable.
They got
Expected to play.
They got,
Yeah, Jameis
they got
Winston.
J-Mo.
fuck it.
It's
Jabbo.
It's Thanksgiving weekend. He's eating a W.
I'm gonna rock Saints. We do have another split here, huh?
This is not how it normally goes. You
You
guys
go-
always normally pick all the same things.
Well,
No,
why
this
aren't,
is-
why aren't you watching?
Oh,
God,
Just
watched
messing
some
with
of
you,
them.
my
I do
brother.
watch some
He
of
caught him
them.
in 4K.
Just messing with you, man.
Ooh.
I don't know. What did we have? Two, 3 splits last week? Some.
We had 3 splits
We had
last
three
week.
splits last
yeah.
week. We had
We're at
1,
3 and
2,
we're about
3,
halfway
4,
through.
5. We have 5.
You're
right
making
now.
it happen.
Yeah, you are helping us out.
Ben's
There's
making
5
it happen.
splits. 5 splits. I think me and Travis and John have.
Yeah,
Me,
shake it
I would
up,
say
man.
me, John, and
Keep
Travis
you guys
might
on
have
your
only
toes.
split on 2 games
Let's
so far.
do the consequence. No, I'm kidding.
Rams at Cardinals.
Give
This
me
is the
Cardinals.
first 4 p.m. slate game, and give me
Give me the
Call of
guys-
Duty just came out, guys.
Give me Kyler.
Call of Duty just came out.
We know
Just
Kyler.
keep that in mind.
Good call.
Give me the guys in red.
Um,
I'm going Cardinals.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go with Cardinals here.
Ah.
Didn't Kyler
2-2
Murray
split?
have like a?
I'm going
The
Rams.
first 2-2.
Rams.
Yeah, I'm on the Rams here.
Is Cooper Cup? I was gonna say, is Cooper Cup not playing?
I would say I don't think he's playing. Seems
Yeah,
like
Puka all day.
That's all right. Puka,
That's
no.
a 2-2 split.
2-2 baby.
Puka and Tyler Higbee.
Kyron Williams coming off IR too.
Because they just cut what's his face, Darrell Henderson. They just cut him today. Kyron
Probably a
Williams
good
show.
signing for the Bills.
Kind of
maybe.
says she
Another
muted the
running back.
TV on accident.
That's mine. That one's mine right there,
And-
boys.
and-
Jeez.
And she sent, and then after that sent the clown emoji.
Yeah, that's some clown shit.
She did shake the pod. We were all checking our phones like, no, wait, I can hear us. Shout out. Tank's like, oh. Tank's like, oh shit.
Tank was like, I've never
Job
done
is
this
on the
one before.
line.
We thought it was just all 4 mics was Chris week 1. That's what we thought when we couldn't
Yeah.
see Chris the whole week. How you sat and watched that episode? You're a real one.
It was tough to get through.
You gotta start somewhere.
Right.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Travis to this day still denies that I picked the Jets over the Bills.
Never happened.
So, first 2-2 split. That has us going into the Browns at Broncos. And let me tell you what here. This is an interesting game because you got the Broncos who are starting to somehow get hot. And you got the Browns. They're the Browns. They got a damn good defense.
DTR, though?
I might have to
Come
go.
on.
I might have to go with that Broncos fan. It might be saddling up.
Am I
That's DTR, though, baby.
There's no way you can
Broncos country?
I'm on Cleveland.
Let's fly?
I'm
on Cleveland,
saddling
man.
up, baby.
I'm on
Broncos.
DTR time.
I'm on
I'm
Broncos
on
country.
DTR
Let's ride, baby.
That dude's legit. I think.
Truthfully, I'm
Think
on
so?
Cleveland's
Yes.
defense.
How's he legit?
Cleveland's
Didn't
defense.
I
You
like
said
Dorian
you said the Browns are going to the Super Bowl.
No, Sneaky Joe DiBiase said it. So I
You
said it to
patented it.
Casey, and Casey picked on me for 4 weeks straight. Fuck it. Browns are the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
It's not going to be the Bills.
I'm going Broncos.
So it's got to be the Browns.
Cleveland
Might
is.
as well be that other B team over there.
Yeah.
The other mistake on the lake, the Browns.
Yeah.
And I'm really tossing and turning here. I mean, I think I'm the only one that hasn't picked what you said. You took Broncos.
I'm going
you
Broncos.
You two went
I went
Browns.
Browns. He went defense.
I
Side.
think-
I went Dorian time.
I think I'm gonna be honest with
I
you.
do like him.
Russell Wilson's starting to get
Dog.
the job done. That Broncos defense has been lighting up. Cortland Sutton really starting to come out
He
these
said he
last
had a
couple of
game.
weeks, and I think Cortland Sutton has another decent game. And I'm gonna back him on
Broncos
this.
country,
I'm gonna
let's
go
ride, baby.
Broncos country, let's
Let's
ride.
ride.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. If they can't run the ball, they won't score a point. All
Broncos
of
country,
their
let's ride.
offense comes off of play action. So
Broncos country. Let's ride.
I'm gonna just throw that out there.
I like it. I mean, hey.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really think DTR is that guy, but apparently Travis does.
I like DTR. You want a lead blocker? That's your guy.
I'll tell you what. He's better than Kenny Pickett.
He just might be.
Like his stat line didn't show like he had a tremendous game, but if you watch,
No, but he's.
Oh
got,
yeah.
he sat poised.
That's how you earn a
He's
starting
the
roster
game-
spot.
Game manager. That's all you need in that Cleveland offense.
Right.
Defense and
Yeah.
you can do
I like him a lot. I'm high on him.
I mean, if they still have Nick Chubb here, I mean, they're probably rely on the run a lot more as well. Although Jerome Ford,
Jerome
Ford
Ford
is
and
cooking.
Kareem Hunt.
All right. As I always say every week, this brings up the most important game on the schedule. And this is the most important game on the Bills schedule.
That game is always the most.
That's because it's the next one.
1-0.
Joe Brady says 1-0. Is he tweeting 1-0 after this game? I'm going Bills.
Give me the Bills.
taking Bills.
You see, I said this last week.
I've been waiting for this all week.
I was gonna pick against the Bills, but then that video came out.
It's
I'm
the
fucking
video.
back. And the Bills are they're gonna beat the Eagles.
I'm
You're
sorry.
putting a stamp on it. They're gonna beat the Eagles.
like
Not
it.
a single question
I'm
about it.
sorry, America. The Bills are back. And you just got to accept it.
Let's roll it. Clean
Bills
sweep.
are the clean sweep.
I'm
Are we
with it.
disrespecting the 9-1 Philadelphia Eagles here?
We're not
No. Not
I think if they get the
disrespecting them.
Philadelphia Eagles from
Jalen
yesterday, I
Hurts
think they
walks to the
win.
door right now.
I'm definitely not disrespecting 9-1 Philadelphia
If he
Eagles.
walks through the door right now, all y'all are shutting.
I was gonna say.
like,
I was gonna say. Well,
okay.
all right, Philadelphia.
Go
all
Eagles,
right.
baby.
All right, fly
Let's go
Eagles, fly.
Fly Eagles, fly, baby.
I
I don't
got
want to say it.
I got kind of hyped up, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Everyone's
Tank's going. He's going Eagles.
So
I get it. We get it.
I understand.
Tank.
We all
last,
get it.
last week, I would have.
All right, can I change my Indies pick? I think I'm gonna change up my Indianapolis Colts pick. I'm going Buccaneers now. I'm just
Let me
playing.
tell you one thing.
Love that.
We know how this goes. So Vegas, I think what are the Eagles? They're favored by 3 or something like that, 3.5.
It's the Lions.
So I think the Lions 3.5, right?
Mhm.
So Vegas is pounding on them. They want you to spend the money on the Eagles, just for the Bills to sneak up and walk in. Bills are gonna walk in your trap and they're gonna take over. You heard it here first. Walk in your trap and take over. Sean McDermott. Somebody asked him. They said, "Yo, how does it feel to go back home?" What do you mean?
Buffalo is my home.
Buffalo's my home.
Yeah.
We're walking in your trap. We're taking over. Bills by $1 billion. For those of you that couldn't hear that, after my little hype right there,
I respect it.
Tank in the background. I got the Eagles by 2 scores.
You shut that down real quick.
I respect it too. I mean,
Last week,
They're-
I would have went Eagles. This was my first pick against the Bills this year.
yeah.
But
I hope I'm wrong.
Josh Allen with
Tank's like, if
If
there was
I'm
something
gonna
I could be wrong about,
It's this.
it would be this.
Josh Allen saying that he's got the fade going on.
He's handsome.
He's back.
He's back.
Believe it.
I will say this was my Super Bowl matchup before the season started.
I had
What
Bills.
would your
I had Bills,
what,
I had
Tank, what
Bills
would
and Niners.
what would your Super Bowl matchup be right now if we were to go into the Super Bowl?
So I did the simulation the other day. Y'all gonna be pissed at me. I had Niners and the Dolphins.
Ravens, 49ers.
And I think it's mostly because if the Dolphins going around, it's gonna be because of their defense.
Yo, I got one here for a super early Super Bowl prediction for you.
I think it might be the same one as me.
Give me
got the
the
Niners.
Ravens and 49ers.
That's who I got.
And I got a reason. Because the Super Bowl logo is
Oh,
purple.
yeah,
and
yeah,
red.
Yeah, yep. That was literally what I was
Purple
gonna
and
say.
Yo, what if it's the Chiefs and the Vikings? Red and purple.
Joshua Dobbs.
Yes, sir.
That would be a power move. I would be so hyped. The Chiefs would fuck him up.
They'd have another ring.
Patty Mahomes would have his hands starting to get heavy. Joshua Dobbs walking out with a Super Bowl win. How about it?
Yeah. No.
Super Bowl.
Anyone's bingo card?
No.
Super Bowl MVP Joshua Dobbs.
That'd be cool.
Not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah, probably not. But man, that would be interesting.
Justin, maybe Justin Jefferson and Joshua Dobbs are
Hey,
gonna
well,
do
you
it.
put me on the spot. Who everyone else is Super
Hey, I
Bowl?
told you, 49ers, Ravens.
I
I'm
think
also Ravens, Niners.
I'm
Second one would be
I'm
Cleveland.
I'm Ravens, Eagles.
Cleveland, whoever. Cleveland.
Tank, I got the Colts sneaking in there.
I like the Niners. I like the Niners a lot.
Yeah, Niners for sure.
And then
Fuck it. Give me Cleveland Lions.
Ravens, Eagles.
Wow, what a
I'll go
little,
Ni- I'll go-
what a like. That's a Super Bowl that if that happens, if you'd
Yeah,
have
if that
told me
was to
that
happen-
in 20, if you'd have told me that in 2020, 2019, I'd have been like, wow, things have changed.
So like, what happened?
You know, I changed mine actually.
I don't want. See it. You don't bet
Actually,
against the
no, I
Chiefs, but I don't see the Chiefs going to Super Bowl this year. I really don't.
And when you
gonna-
got Justin Watson and MVS dropping every pass thrown to him.
Yeah, but you're figured out. Travis Kelce's not Travis Kelce anymore, especially when Taylor Swift's not there.
That's real material.
Um,
Sorry to the Chiefs Nation. We're gonna probably get ripped.
Oh well.
Fuck yes.
He's already talking retirement. Sue me.
He
He's
is.
already talking about how 10
He is.
surgeries.
Taylor Swift, yeah, I'm thinking about it too.
Yeah.
He's got the money. He's fine.
I mean,
10
those guys-
he says
When my girl's worth more than me, yeah.
Oh, I mean, without a doubt, she probably is.
10 surgeries. He says he feels all 10 of them every morning when he wakes up.
Super Bowl matchup.
Niners. I don't want to go with the Ravens because you guys went the Ravens.
Say it, man. Say it with your chest.
Go with me.
Niners Bills.
Okay.
I would
He's
love
pounding the
that.
table. The Bills somehow make their way into the playoffs and they get hot. Is that really your Super Bowl pick here?
Yes.
Okay.
Confidence. This guy's confident.
love it,
He's
dude.
We're
confident
gonna go through
today.
this gauntlet.
Travis is super confident
I love
today.
it.
What do-
Somebody at the Bills.
This league is so awesome because he had a Warriors jersey on last week.
Yeah. Right.
He said,
We were
"Yeah,
done.
this is a team that knows how to
We
win."
were done with it.
He's like, I'm not wearing a Bills jersey.
We did it. We're back.
We're winning the Super Bowl.
I love
They got me hyped.
I love it.
They got me hyped
Oh,
after that win.
man.
All right.
I love it. I love it.
Bills fans, delusional as always.
Yeah,
I love
we
it.
are.
I love it.
Yeah, we
I
are.
love it. That's the part.
It's
of
BillsAholic Pod.
That's a part of being the fan.
That's facts.
We get the luxury of doing this. One week we hate them, the next week we love them. But
Mhm.
deep down we always love them.
That's facts.
I don't know how we went down that road, but what's the next game?
Chiefs or Raiders? The Raids. They let me down last week.
I'm going Chiefs.
I'm going.
The Raids. No.
I can't go with the Raids, man. They let me down last week, man.
Yes.
This is
They
in Vegas. You wouldn't be able to tell that my handwriting starts to get smaller as we go down the board. Chiefs at Raiders.
Probably says Raids.
It probably says Raids somewhere on there. I'm gonna go Chiefs.
I'm also on KC.
There's just no way.
There's no way they're losing 2 games in a row.
Yeah, I was gonna say they never.
Not
do
to
it.
the Raiders.
They never, especially not to the Raiders, but
Yeah.
they never do it. Also.
Oh, you didn't say who you were going with.
No, Chiefs.
Okay. I just.
That was first.
Oh,
yeah.
oh. Sometimes when the first one spits it out, I do miss it. I'm sorry.
Buddy, that's fine.
Yeah, that's.
What the hell is this game?
Hey, John, I have to ask you a question. That's Ravens
What
or
up?
Chargers.
Rav 4?
Are the
Rav. Oh, the Rav.
4 is that Chargers? Are the Chargers gonna charge?
The Chargers will charger.
And the Ravens will win this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going.
Fly, Ravens.
Gonna have to go Baltimore.
God, the
Ravens Nation flock.
Oh, okay, sorry.
the Chargers are just gonna charge her.
They do the same
Brandon
thing every
Staley
year.
has to go.
Do this.
He's
You
terrible.
think he's the first head coach fired?
He should have
He-
been fired
What did he?
5
What did
months
he call
ago.
out in his press
I
conference?
saw
the other day?
it.
Didn't he?
McDaniels.
Oh, yes.
No, that's true. We already
Didn't he-
forgot about that.
He said
guy.
something
Didn't
real
he,
stupid.
Didn't he call out like the fans about something or what did he say?
They went at the media, dude.
The guy's
I don't know. He's
that's
delusional.
a sorry head coach, man.
He's terrible.
He's a sorry head coach.
Got arguably a top 5 quarterback.
Hey, you know what? Is this Phillip Rivers again, bro?
No, God no.
Justin Herbert.
Yes. I've never really been a big Justin Herbert
No.
fan.
Nah, I actually had a better one. You ready for this one?
I like J Herb.
He's modern Matt Stafford.
I've
That
never
I
been.
can-
I've never been
that
a
I
fan.
could probably
Well,
get
now
behind.
at least Matt
but-
Stafford has a Super Bowl ring, right?
Yeah, but I mean Rivers could barely throw the ball. I don't know, man.
Made it happen.
He did make it happen.
he did make it. Happen.
Arguably a Hall of Famer. I just don't.
He's
see it.
he's a dad to about 45 kids.
Yeah. Oh, just the other day they're having another one.
He could
Yeah.
he could make an
I'll pay
offense and
for all of
defense out of his kids.
I would say
Got a lot of
Stafford.
chances
I
for
can
some
see
good
that.
quarterbacks out of him.
Always
I
just
can see
putting all
that.
these numbers up with close game, they just lose.
The
Last
Chargers
week, though,
are gonna
wasn't-
charge her.
Last week though, it wasn't on J Herb. It wasn't.
No, they had
Well, I'm not saying
7 or
that,
8
but
drops.
it's just in the end,
Oh, I
it's
got
like
you, though.
some
Yeah.
shit always
Yeah.
happens.
Keenan had one go right
It's not
through his
necessarily a bad
chest.
Sunday night football game though.
No, I.
Like it'll probably it's not gonna be a
That'll
blowout.
good game. The Chargers
You-
normally put a good game up.
I was-
Can't win.
Yeah.
You know Tank's right that the Chargers will be in this, and then we'll be sitting there like, ooh, wow, this is actually not a bad game. Then
Lamar
Chargers are gonna charge her.
The Chargers will charge her, which sucks because I'm a huge Herbert fan.
I like him.
I probably have a $500 trading card of his,
Wow,
and it's
That's
just gonna
badass.
sit there.
that's badass. That leaves us to our final game of the week: Bears at Vikings. I mean, we were just saying Josh Dobbs to the Super Bowl a couple minutes ago. I mean, we can't stop now. Like you can't.
Josh Dobbs over the Bears.
Like Josh Dobbs is gonna beat the Bears. The Bears.
Yeah.
The Bears lose to the Vikings in Minnesota.
I got
Josh
the
Dobbs.
Vikings.
on
No
top.
Jettas this week.
Skull. Skull.
Is it bad? Is it bad? Is it?
Skull.
Is it oh, sorry.
No,
Well, the thing is,
Skull.
I'm going Bears.
Oh!
I'm going Bears.
You can't.
I
You did bad, man. You did bad.
I like Justin. I personally like Justin Fields.
You like Matt Eberflus?
No, I just like Justin
Okay.
Fields though.
He's the third head coach getting fired this year.
Yeah.
I got Bears. I have. Sorry, you guys tell me to go with Skull. I'm going Bears.
I respect it.
I'm going Bears.
Oh,
I like.
yeah,
I
I
like
don't
DJ Moore.
All right, so that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8
I'm
splits.
begging for a
8
consequence.
splits.
Hey, man,
you're gonna see these splits when you
You're
have 4
taking a nice
people.
bath.
Although I'll be honest with you, when we had
I need one, so that's cool.
2 weeks. Because the next home game isn't to the Cowboys.
yes.
wait.
I thought we were
What's-
gonna do something around the home game.
Oh yeah, but are we doing the ice bath or are we doing the?
Oh.
Are we doing where one of us got to dress up in a tutu? Like,
We'll put the pull out.
Right now, put it up right now.
all right, put it up right now.
Post a picture of an ice bath or fucking frozen pool.
Is the next frozen pool or ice bath? Or are we doing that skirt or the tutu thing at the next home game?
Oh, you never decided.
No, we didn't.
Maybe you get
Let the
Maybe
poll
Let the
decide.
poll decide?
Let the poll decide.
Am I legitimately taking a screenshot of an ice bath and then putting it up
Yes.
on the okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Ice bath or topless at shirt. Why am I saying topless? Shirtless. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Shirtless at the next Bills home game.
God, I don't know if I can do that. I'm too skinny. I'll
Wait,
freeze.
wait,
I'll freeze, dude. I'm too skinny.
Said I'll
whole game or like half a quarter?
Depends on what time we get there at the
How-
tailgate.
How many?
Just do a quarter.
A quarter.
Keep
I
everyone
was gonna say because
safe.
We don't want it.
Yeah, 'cause
All
that's
of
gonna
us
be a
got
cold-
work the
'cause
next
the
day.
next home game is December 17th.
I'm
Ooh,
just,
yeah.
cold one.
I'm
Yeah,
just
it's gonna
sitting
be
here trying to
cold.
find.
I'm cold already thinking about it.
Sitting here
it's
trying to
cold.
find a good picture to use. This guy looks like he's pretty cold, but he looks like he's just fucking tough.
So we
it
went
out.
Vikings, you went Bears.
This guy's tough.
And that does it for weekly pick'ems.
That does it for weekly.
I think I
pick'ems.
had like 5 against you guys.
I respect
That's
it, man.
You know what? I don't
He's
want
taking
any
us on.
Nope, I don't like any
I'm going
answers.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this, man. Let's do this. I'm putting it up there.
All
I
right.
think.
I'm kind of hoping it's the shirtless one because I'm gonna be at that game and I want to be the person to see this.
Yeah, we'll come over there.
I think it only makes sense if I'm gonna post a shirtless picture. Post a shirtless picture of Ryan Fitzpatrick at the Bills game with no shirt.
No. Or,
You-
I got a picture of me. Remember that one?
Oh, he's already done this. He prepared.
Well,
These guys-
yeah. Oh no.
That was in the
Don't. I
summertime.
would say this is
That was
in
in the summertime.
August
That's
when
not
it
the
was
same
90
thing. You
degrees.
can't do
that.
It's
You
not.
You
Little
guys know
different.
you're
Pounding
doing
the
Ryan
table for Ryan
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick.
You gotta do Ryan. You're gonna be sweating. People are like, "What is he?"
Well,
next
I'm
year he's
pounding-
taking his
you-
shirt
it's
off.
gotta
That's
be
true.
Fitzy.
That's
It's gotta
true.
be Fitzy.
Okay.
It's gotta be Fitzy. Yeah, you.
Travis, that
you
was
did
top
bad
10
there.
worst idea I
did
might
bad.
have ever heard.
You did bad there.
Jesus.
Travis, you did
I'm
bad.
getting hounded all up.
You did bad, Meg.
I did bad, Make.
You did bad.
Very.
Find a picture yet?
I've got 2 here. We don't need to wait for me.
Okay, so let's go into the game with this week's game, Philly and the Bills. Let me hear your keys to the game this week.
Well, I think as I stated earlier, I think the Eagles are susceptible to a strong outside run game. Speaking of that, I mean Joe Brady, that is. I liked his run scheme. I don't know if you guys noticed since you were there, but Deion Dawkins was out pulling. McGovern pulled a couple times.
Our offensive line played great.
They played. I even have it on here. O-line healthy. It's the same starters from week 1,
Yeah.
and they're playing great. I really like the run game. I like the scheme. It seems to be more of an outside kind of zone scheme. Yeah, I think that establishing the run, which I hate to say it because I'm a pass first kind of guy. I think you got to
That's how
establish
this
the
offense
run.
has always been.
That kind
I
of
think you have to
that
establish
kind of
the
just
run.
leads into like time of possession
Even
too,
against that
defensive
right?
line?
Like time.
They're deceptible.
I mean,
I
Jalen.
watched Isaiah Angry Man run Pacheco run all over them.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Respect.
You know,
mean-
but that is what a top 2 or 3 D line.
I mean, you got
Healthy,
Jordan
so-
Davis, Fletcher Cox,
Yeah.
Jalen Carr. I mean, those guys are.
Yeah. Which we'll see. I mean, they like to run man, and Allen picked the Jets apart in man. You know, the touchdown to all of them were in man, minus the Shakir one. But the 2 running backs, that was man coverage. So, Eagles a big man team. I mean, we'll see. I think establish the run, play action.
Time of
There's going to be
possession.
shots down the field. I can almost guarantee that.
Oh, it definitely is. They're going to test those corners and
Oh, yeah.
safeties.
Oh yeah.
I'm with it. The
They're going
polls
to keep
up.
them on their teeth.
I have a
They're gonna
quick
keep them on their
quick
tiptoes.
stat. I know we talked a lot about motion
Mhm.
a couple weeks ago.
60%.
63% motion. Do you know what Allen's numbers were? Just pass. Just how many attempts and completions?
When they motion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I actually don't know.
He was 15 of 15
With pre-motion.
with 2 touchdowns. Yes, sir.
Ooh.
So
let Joe Brady cook, man.
I was just listening to Dan Orlovsky. I don't know if you guys are familiar.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
big
yeah,
Dan
yeah.
Orlovsky guy.
He was saying the Bills motion is way different from like the Dolphins, because the Dolphins motion kind of like the CFL to get a running start, quote unquote.
Yeah.
When you watch the Bills motion, it's for a purpose. You know, you
See
see
if it's man coverage.
James Cook goes out, comes right back. If that guy follows,
It's man.
you're
Man
probably in
coverage.
man.
Yeah.
So I'm with it. I'm not a big, oh, you got emotion. I mean, it kind of is what it is. If Joe Brady's going to scheme people open like he is, I mean, what was it, the Cook touchdown?
Mm-hmm.
That was just leverage.
Yeah.
That's straight leverage. That guy can't get there. And then the Ty Johnson one, leverage again.
Yeah.
I love
Motion.
that.
Almost the same route.
It's literally the same thing.
I love that, dude.
So, hey, if Allen's going to go 15 for 15, you better motion somebody.
Right. I like that, dude. I like
Yeah.
that. That's so like. It just felt like, and I will say at the game, the motions. Obviously, now that you point out that they were 15 for 15, it felt like when they were motioning before the snap, it felt like it was effective.
Mm-hmm.
So now knowing that was accurate, that truly is what it is. I will say it seems like Joe Brady in one game, his pre-motion, the work before the plays, it definitely seems like it serves a better purpose than when Ken Dorsey did it. Like
Yeah.
I hate to keep comparing the two,
Yeah,
but like I think we all heard what the media had to say about Ken Dorsey and stuff like that, but it just never felt like the plays he called and the motioning and stuff like that. It just never felt like it led to anything that was like
he never did it for a purpose.
it never had a purpose to it. Like
Yeah.
and like you. The one thing that I felt like the Bills kind of did successful on Sunday was the plays they ran helped set up other plays down the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's something where with Ken, you just kind of felt like he was calling whatever, just for whatever, and doing it whenever.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Brady kind of set himself up for success throughout the game,
Yeah.
calling certain plays, and the James Cook and the Ty Johnson plays were two great calls that were obviously they were great calls, but they were executed amazingly by everybody that was on the field. And
You see how quick Allen gets it out?
Oh, it's
Reads
nice.
man, cool, leverage, touchdown.
right,
It's that simple.
the fourth and
You
short.
gotta,
one.
but you have to motion for a purpose.
Right,
You know, motioning your tight end from left to right. Okay.
right,
If the route he's on doesn't matter, it's not gonna matter.
100%.
So you can tell that was Dorsey's quote-unquote offense. Like you said, the way things were schemed was, I mean, just levels above. So I agree with you there.
Which you got to imagine coming off of the Bills lose and then he gets fired, and I mean he doesn't even get a full week of getting on his own stuff in there. And I mean we're now into a full week of him taking over the play calling. It should only get a little smoother as the games go on, and that like I said, by no means did that look smooth. Like there was hiccups. I mean the Bills did settle for 3 field goals. I mean there was times where it just felt like it was again kind of like a little frustrating to watch, but at the same time you got to give him a little slack in that situation because one, he's playing a great defense. Two,
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
two, you don't have the time. You
things
didn't
are
have the
gonna
time.
start looking smoother.
It's gonna look smooth. It's
yeah,
gonna look smoother.
especially with the bye coming up.
Exactly.
He had a
If
short
you
week-
if
he had
you
a
can
short
come
week,
It
out,
was a short week.
you
yeah.
come out and win this game against the Eagles, and you go into the bye.
I mean,
on
your
2 games straight.
expectations now as offensive coordinator.
Yeah, they're literally
All of a
right
sudden,
there.
it doesn't feel like the world's falling down on the Buffalo Bills
it does
anymore.
not.
I will throw this out there just to make people feel a little bit better. If they drop this game to the Eagles, if they beat the Chiefs, they're still above 60% to make the playoffs.
That's an NFC team too.
Yeah.
It's not like it's an AFC team.
To make you feel even better, if they beat the Patriots and then the Dolphins and the Chargers, even if they lose to the Cowboys and the Eagles, they're above 70-something%. I want to say it's like 72.5.
It's still, and it helps.
So
I
you
mean,
have to beat those AFC teams because you
Exactly.
decimated yourself these past
Early
10
on,
weeks in the
right.
conference.
Like-
so
You want to win out, but there's loopholes.
there is, if you drop 1 or 2, please make it to the Eagles or an NFC team. You got to go out there and beat the Chiefs and the Dolphins, and you better beat the Patriots.
right.
yeah.
I think
You can't be doing that again.
I think we can collectively kind of agree that like, God, this would just be so huge, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like the vibes around
It'd be a-
Buffalo would be so
It'd be a
different.
momentum booster too.
Mhm.
Like this is a big game for the obvious reason because like we said it's the next game, but like to get that right before the bye week, I mean you're talking this locker room, you're talking night and day from a month ago, man. I mean
definitely,
it just felt different. Like we touched on it a little bit, like the vibes with Josh just It felt off the last couple weeks.
Smiles on the
It felt
sideline,
like
yeah.
it felt on Sunday.
Hugging each
Just
other.
so we're all on the same page on that 81-yard touchdown pass to Khalil Shakir. Josh did run the whole entire
Yep.
field to make sure he got there with Khalil Shakir, and
Yep.
then he practically gave Khalil Shakir a concussion with like four straight
headbutts. Yeah, but it's good to see out of him. I mean,
exactly, bro.
he hasn't been doing that at all. So
Like and here it is. So
It's himself
like
again.
like just go out there like Joe Brady said. Joe Brady said that this past week in his press conference after the game. Well, I think his first press conference of the week. He goes, "Football is supposed to be fun."
Mm-hmm.
And what did he say that all Bills fans want to hear? Let Josh be Josh,
Yep.
and let football be fun because it's
Give
football
me Josh
supposed
Allen
to be
all
fun.
day, every day.
We got an offensive coordinator that I'm not saying Ken Dorsey didn't believe in Josh Allen, but he is saying what Bills
Vouches
Mafia
for
wants
him.
to hear, and he's letting Josh be Josh. There was a
Yeah.
couple of play designs that there was some
I mean,
design runs
letting
for
him
it.
take the ball by himself. I mean, that's
Not
kind
that it didn't work. It didn't work,
Yeah, I
but
had-
you're
No,
right.
but
But
it's
you're
just,
right.
It's just
It's refreshing.
Like you take that away from everybody knows he's not running. Pass,
Mhm.
couple runs in there from the
Yeah.
running back.
I do have an issue with the QB draws. They stink.
They suck.
If you're gonna run Allen, run a power or
Me and-
something.
Like the
you know
one
what
they
I
ran
mean?
against the Texans a couple. They used to run
Yeah.
that play all the time. Josh Allen would hurdle somebody.
It's just
on
a
those
simple
plays,
pull your guard so he has somebody to run out in front of.
bro. Let Cybo go out there, man.
Cybo.
Let
Yeah.
Cybo
Big
get out
boy.
there.
Yeah,
Let
no
him
more
pull.
QB draws. Let's run something.
I'm holding my breath, bro.
something.
I'm holding my breath.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, I would love to see. We'll see what he cooks up. Maybe he'll go back into the archives and they'll see it and be like, well, maybe we'll throw that in. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll throw that in.
QB power left.
I will
Just do
say,
it.
like, so defensively. Now you
Decimated.
want to talk about a test. You're likely without Teron Johnson. I don't feel like he's. I know in the past he actually came off of a concussion one week and then he cleared
Mhm.
from
He was
protocol and came
KO'd.
back. Ty Johnson, my man, quite literally was seeing stars.
Yeah.
He did get up and run into the locker room, which for the life of me, he's the one that runs into the locker room, and then Taylor Rapp gets an ambulance,
Mhm.
and Taylor Rapp looks like he's got a shot at playing this week. For
Yeah.
the life,
Never even left the stadium.
I understand Taylor Rapp didn't leave the stadium, but you'd have told me that last week that Taylor Rapp's probably playing this week and Teron Johnson's the one that's going to sit. I'm probably telling you that we didn't watch the same game.
Right.
But they're gonna be without some guys. Dane Jackson's
Yeah.
probably not going to play. Teron Johnson's probably not going to play.
Probably see DeMar Hamlin active.
Let's say
Mhm.
DeMar Hamlin's probably going to get
Cam
activated.
Lewis is gonna
Cam-
get probably all the snaps.
Herb
Cam
Miller
Lewis,
might get called up.
I
Shut up, Herb.
Herb Miller, or maybe Josh Norman.
don't.
He's got one more.
Oh, he does
He
have
does have
one
one
more.
more.
Okay.
One more.
Does have one more.
Yeah. Probably. Shit. Probably.
Oh,
And
jeez.
then sign him to
Well,
the active
the only
roster.
reason I say probably Josh Norman is just because like Josh at least brings
Veteran.
not veteran
Yeah.
presence, not just as much that, but he also has the special teams ability. And Sean McDermott loves
Right.
where he can call you up, you could step in and play, but at the same time, he can throw you out on special teams.
Right.
So I'm sure that's just why I could see.
It'll probably be Norman or that Ingram.
yeah,
Jamarcus
Jamarcus.
Ingram. Probably one of those. They might.
UD
If I was a
prospect.
betting guy, I would say probably Ingram just to save Norman.
Right,
We
because you're on
got,
your
we got
last
6
one.
games left.
Yeah. So I don't know. You kind of got to roll the dice there, but
Right.
I did want to hit on Cam Lewis a little bit. We all know what he's known for.
Oh, I know what he's known for.
We know you do,
But
but
say I'm a guy.
really, I mean-
here's a guy.
God, dude, he's gonna be big because if Teron Johnson doesn't go, he's playing the slot. If
What a week.
Whoa,
to-
whoa,
what a
wait.
week to play.
Wait,
yes,
now this is why I love that we bring stuff
Yeah.
like this up.
yeah,
Is it Cam Lewis playing in that spot, or is it Saron Neal?
I think it's gonna be.
Ooh, that's it.
I would probably say it's gonna be Cam Lewis,
Or is that 3 safety look?
but that's the thing. If you're gonna go with, to guard AJ Brown and what is the other guy's name?
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know, dude. He always, for whatever reason, I know. It's because Casey always talks shit
Smitty.
about him. But yeah, if you want to go, if Rapp can't go, then I think Saran Neal's gonna have a bigger role because you're gonna have to drop Cam Lewis now.
Are you throwing a DB in the box here? You
Uh,
can't.
no.
I don't think you can do that against Philly.
Well, yeah. Well, see, this is your issue. Now, do you play those 3 linebackers? What do you do? Because I mean, they can
Dotson
get that.
can't cover, I'll
They
tell
can
you
get that
No, we
running
cannot.
game flying.
Travis-
And that's the
Bob-
problem. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I
Yeah, but no Goddard.
No Goddard. But
So
DeAndre Swift is a scary guy. That offensive line just scares me.
They got a
DeAndre
couple
Swift
running
scares
backs, I
me.
mean, not just Swift too.
Boston
Yeah.
Scott, and then you got
Kenneth
Kenneth Gainwell.
Yep.
That's a good running back core.
Then they got that other tight end that's Stoll.
Stoll.
They hate him.
Stoll.
I thought he
They
I
hate
thought
He
him.
didn't get too much love last night.
They were
He
in
didn't get
10
too much love last
personnel for over 50% of their plays.
Yeah, he didn't
And
get
that
much love.
means
I thought he was pretty good.
no tight ends.
I like
they
Stoll.
don't like him
And their
for-
backup
say,
tight
they
end
don't-
got
they
hurt,
don't-
by the way, too.
Yeah,
So
I was
gonna say
they're
the
they're
backup.
down to just
So
I like
Stoll.
Stoll.
I would be willing to throw DBs out there and kind of commit to stopping the pass.
You know,
I mean,
he's gonna.
it's tough.
You know he's gonna.
Swift's a good running back, so
He'll
but
also go out for passes
Jalen
too,
Hurts. He
You
can
also
also
gotta
get it
pre-
done on the ground too.
I was gonna say, he's got to
So-
prepare for 7 QB draws. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he runs the ball 7 times himself again.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting. I mean, I have faith in McDermott's defensive scheme, I
Why
should
wouldn't
say.
you? You know,
But I mean, we're
As
gonna need probably the best game
Oh,
out of
man.
our D line.
all hands on deck for that game.
Yeah.
100% all hands on
Linval
deck.
Joseph, by the way, got a
fridge.
bump in playing time. I saw
So-
somewhere around 40-something
He
percent
he
snaps.
he got a huge bump, and then at one point he also almost joined the sack club on. I don't know if you saw that. He almost got Zach Wilson at one point, and I was like, I was like pounding the table. I was like, oh my god, if he gets this sack, that'll be
Yeah.
so damn lit.
What do you picture his sack
He's just
celebration?
like, well, all I know is Linval Joseph was running around like,
Picture his sack celebration.
Yeah, he's a
He's
big
eating,
guy.
Zach Wilson was like,
Very
holy shit.
That's a big motherfucker coming.
Yeah. Brandon Bean was just talking about him. He's like, yeah, when he shook my hand, he moved my whole shoulder. I'm like, yeah, it ain't supposed to happen.
That's a big boy, dude. That's a big man. Nice to meet you, sir.
Hey, he's like this.
Yeah, you know Brandon.
Yeah,
Bean
he's
was
a big
definitely
guy.
he was definitely like, yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for joining the squad, man.
Jeez. Hey, quick stat on Hurts. He has 13 consecutive wins over teams with winning records. Just gonna throw that out
Oh,
there.
boy.
So
But Vegas loves to hear that, huh?
they do. They love hearing.
Pound the Eagles money line.
Yep.
Because just watch.
That. I'm with you.
Just watch. So, I mean, let's go around the table. Give us like your keys on offense and defense as far as like what the Bills have to
Yeah,
do
we just did that, man.
You were typing in your thing.
We kind of
on offense and defense. You guys
Well,
touched
we
on like
more-
your.
We can hit on it again.
We touched
yeah.
on
I
a
mean,
lot.
do it again. I mean, we can just do it.
Yeah.
See, this is why it's not fair to make me do a poll in the middle. In the
It's
middle.
because you would have forgotten.
Or we couldn't hear him.
Yeah, we couldn't hear him. Yeah, we just couldn't hear him.
I mean, I guess let's move
I
on to
mean,
who's
I
the
don't-
man.
How are we working this?
I don't know how this works. What
Well,
are doing this?
you normally need a teammate more than anybody else.
Hey,
John's solo. John's
I
dolo.
got one for you guys.
Hey,
So, hey.
Travis.
Got one for
Hey,
you guys
hey.
this time.
Hey, so it's gonna work a little bit different. There's a little bit of a mid-season rule change. All right. There's no more blurting out answers after the facts. You now have one guess.
Josh Allen.
You have one. you get one guess after the 5 facts.
Wait.
It's the only way you can do this with an odd number.
Let's make a group decision right now. We can either do it that way, or
How many
first
answers?
guy to get it.
How many?
And you change your scoring. You just go
How
with
many
points.
answers can you blurt out?
I was saying you get your 5 facts, you get one answer.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is you can either do it that way,
I mean, that's
or
fair.
it's kind of first guy to get it type of thing.
I-
But then you would have to go to a point system.
Kind of down this route,
Mm-hmm.
where you get 3 guesses.
Okay, 3 guesses. I
Okay,
like
so we
that.
just
I'm not
write
against
down
that.
3 guesses with the
3
fuck.
guesses.
I like that.
3 guesses.
Ben will be my teammate.
Ben can be your teammate. 3 guesses.
How? Okay, I got you.
5 facts. Ben obviously is going to be your teammate.
I was
so
gonna say,
so
how are we gonna do this across the table?
well,
I gotta
just
share my
just
So what? Hold on. I don't even know what's going on. So we're giving 5.
this is.
I have no
would say
idea
he's-
what's going
he
on.
Doesn't he definitely doesn't make it this far into the episodes. we each 3 of us
I
have a
think I
random.
kinda- I
We have a
think I-
random player.
I think I kind of get the.
I
concept of it.
don't know who his player is. I don't know who his players is. Same for both of them. They don't know who our players are. We pick 5 facts from their NFL career, and we present those 5 facts. And at the end of those 5 facts, you collectively come up with an answer of who that player is. And if you
Okay.
get it right, Travis gets a little notch on his
Yeah, I got a
thing.
little notch.
And
the first
as
time
you
in
can
a couple
see,
weeks.
Travis is a guy that
I don't get notches.
he needs some notches.
I
So-
don't do
Oh!
good, Meg. I don't
That's
do
I
good,
don't
Meg.
even know why I got that 10 o'clock alarm anymore. But
I do.
all right, who's starting us off?
Want me to start you guys off?
Yeah,
First
go
one?
ahead. Go
Hit
ahead.
us, John.
Alrighty. Let's start with college. Washington alumni.
Washington. Okay.
You guys ready for number 2?
Mm-hmm.
Drafted by the Patriots in the 1996 draft. Shit. Think you
You're
got
good.
it?
You're good. No,
I think he
I'm gonna
does.
wait till the end of the 5.
Oh,
All right.
God damn it! I don't know yet.
So I think he
He definitely
Yeah.
does.
2003 to 2005 Buffalo Bill. He was a Buffalo Bill from 2003 to 2005.
Okay.
These next 2 are dead gives. You ready, Travis?
Yeah, I'm ready, Freddie.
4-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro, and a Super Bowl champion.
Oh boy.
2003. 2003.
No, he's locked in on it.
I think the way we're doing this is we're waiting until we got our 5
Yes,
facts. Yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna say, so you don't
He's
have.
on 4.
You don't say you, but I'm
So
telling
just-
you don't have to spit an answer. I looked at you.
Oh, I know,
about
I know.
spitting
just
an answer.
just write down your answer in your notes.
Okay. I was just.
No, I'm
gonna,
thinking.
I was just
I'm
gonna
not
say
spitting
that
out an
then.
answer.
Yeah,
I'm
just going to notes.
I'm gonna trust all of us that we're not gonna
I was
cheat.
saying I'm just going to notes. I will gladly show
yeah,
you guys.
I trust us all not to do that.
I,
You ready for the last one?
Yeah,
Okay.
what's the guy think we are?
I've got it in there.
So in order, he was on New England for 7 years, the Bills for 3, Falcons for 3, and finished out his career with the Seahawks.
That's where you lost me.
Oh my God, that changes my answer.
Really?
You just lost me.
That changes my answer.
Wow.
Wait, so what's the teams?
Oh, maybe
Patriots?
never mind.
So
never mind,
he
never mind, never mind,
drafted
never
by
mind,
New
never mind.
England. He was there for 7
I do
years.
have to change my answer, but I've got it.
Then he
I've
went
got
to the
it.
Bills for 3 years, Falcons for 3 years, Seahawks for 2 years.
So he
Okay.
only won the championship with the Seahawks or the No, because the
I-
Patriots.
I've got
way back
I've
then.
got something, but I'm a little.
So he had to win the championship with the Seahawks.
How are we going?
No?
Giving
You don't-
I think he probably won the.
With the
I think he probably won the Super Bowl with the Patriots.
in the 90s? Patriots have a championship in the 90s?
I don't know.
He was drafted by.
Give me the year. Give me. Just go through that order again real quick, just because.
Yes, sir.
Just to
the
clarify,
teams?
just the teams, because then it'll
Okay.
clarify in my head. I've got my answer locked
New
in, so I
England,
can't change it now. But
Bills, Falcons, Seahawks.
okay, yeah, I'm just gonna roll with it. I think I might be wrong. You might actually get me here. I had somebody else in my mind the whole entire
Should I
time. And now
just
it's
text
just,
you my answer? Is that how I can do that, or can I say it to you? I don't really.
He's on my team.
can I?
Throw your answer in your notes.
Do you want me to toss my
I
answer
don't
out
know how
there?
confident I am.
Wait till these guys are done.
There's only one guy I can think of in my head, and
I think you got it.
I might not, dude.
I think you might have just tricked yourself out, though.
But I think I tricked myself out
Yeah.
because there was somebody else I was thinking in my head, and he didn't save one of the teams that he was on, and now it messed me up.
Got you.
So,
I.
but
know
now
you
I'm
guys
trying
are
to think. I know this guy played for. I think he played for the Patriots. The guy I got in my head. I just don't know who he would have played for after the Bills.
Right.
So that's why I'm hoping.
I mean, that's a big
know.
chunk. I mean, that's 10 years
I'm
right there.
thinking him too, but I was also thinking somebody else.
Well, tell me who
I'm
you're
pretty sure
thinking.
he's a veteran.
I was thinking him too.
But who was the other guy?
Are we doing
Is that
just
who you wanna
one
guess?
guess or the 3
No,
guesses?
I'm thinking just like probably 2. Like they'll
I'm-
collectively come up with one, and then,
I'm
and
guessing.
then I got mine.
Okay.
We'll guess that one.
So
All
let,
right.
let me know when you.
I don't know how confident I am. In
I don't know
that.
how
Hold on.
confident I am.
You
either.
guys ready?
Yeah.
Chris?
Lawyer Malloy.
Yeah. Bledsoe.
Bledsoe? Yeah, it was Lawyer Malloy.
Yeah.
Lawyer Malloy.
Yes, sir.
Is that who you're
Lawyer Malloy.
Yes,
I
sir.
was thinking Bledsoe.
For some reason, I was.
What
I
I
don't know what
thought,
teams that
what I
Bledsoe
thought the
played for after
giveaway
the Bills.
was I threw in the Super Bowl champion,
Hold on. That's a fire. That's a fire.
and then let y'all know that he played for New England. He won with New
I
England.
would say he won with
Yeah.
New England. That's what
Yeah.
kind of helped me. That's a fire one. That's not a.
Yeah, he texted me earlier.
I had to make sure because
That's heat.
I didn't want to go back and remember yeah. But I was
see.
pretty sure I just threw him a text like they didn't do this right. I don't remember it.
All right, I'll go
Yeah.
next, I
Fire.
guess.
You want to show him who you got real quick?
Shit, good job, Chris. I didn't want you to
Close
trip
your eyes,
yourself
guys.
up.
Oh, I was gonna go.
The last dash.
So the last dash is who it is.
Yes. They might get it. They might not.
Ah, that's a toughie. They
guys-
might not get
You
that.
guys ready?
Yeah.
We
me,
good?
Me and John.
All right.
Me and John.
Nebraska.
You just got to say the 5 facts.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot. 3rd round pick by the Rams in 2005. 4 Pro Bowls. 4 teams. Rams, Dolphins, Bills, Raiders.
Is that the order?
Yes.
Rams, Dolphins, Bills, Raiders.
He was with the Bills 2015, 2017. He was with the Bills for 2 seasons.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm stuck on Nebraska.
So he left.
Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Right?
So he left in 17.
Yes.
Like,
To go to the Raiders.
See, now if I give...
So if that's the team order.
Yes, yes.
I would say
Well,
if that's
didn't
the
you say
team
that
order,
was
that's
in
how
order?
that worked.
Okay.
'Cause
But
I-
there's
I-
a little... okay, you just guys guess. Because there is a divot.
There's a divot.
Now you gotta tell him to do it.
That doesn't make sense to me.
But that's a 6th guess.
Well,
I'm lost.
you gave us a team.
Okay, fine. He was with the Bills 2015, 2017. He took a break and then went to the Raiders.
Okay. All right. That doesn't. Don't worry. That doesn't actually help me narrow
No,
it down.
doesn't. Who's he drafted by? I'm sorry.
The Rams.
It was the Rams. Okay.
2005.
Can I get the team order one more time?
Rams,
Rams,
Dolphins.
Dolphins, Bills, Raiders.
Okay. I got it.
Do you actually?
I do.
Yeah, you're
He
crazy.
probably does.
I got it. I'm putting it in my notes.
That's a Chris thing to
It's
get.
that divot thing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's actually, and I'm not getting it because of that. I'm getting it because of the Dolphins. I know exactly who this is. I got him in my head. I think, Tank, you got it?
Oh, yeah.
I got it.
At least I get one of them. I did good, Meg.
You're gonna be like,
So, yeah,
damn.
what the fuck?
You kind of will probably hate yourself if you
Trying
don't
to-
get
you
it.
will.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
This is a good one. This
It
is probably,
is a
this
good
is
one.
probably one of Travis's more solid ones.
Oh, thank you.
Because it actually had me scratching my head because you're not going to get it by the college.
No,
you
no,
got to really
college is
think
out.
about the teams. But don't think of it. Don't think of it with the break because the break doesn't. That's not what's going to give it. That didn't give it away to me. It was definitely the team before the Bills that helped me out, and then after
I can see.
I
that.
now remember who did that with the Bills. So
I can see that.
I'm locked in. Don't worry, I've already got it on my phone.
Yeah, I'm good, I guess.
All right.
Default.
Who
You got
who
it.
do you want to? Who do you want to go?
Just say it.
Let John.
Let's hear John
I
go
really
first.
don't got it.
You want me to go?
Yeah,
Richie Incognito.
Yeah.
didn't have it.
That's a good one. That actually is impressive. You came up with that one.
Yeah.
And it's only because of the Dolphins. Because I
thought
know he
the
came
thing-
from the
I
Dolphins.
thought because he took. I thought what would get it is he took a break 2018 and then went with the Raiders.
No. So that I
had
honestly,
no
I
clue.
honestly didn't even
That was a
remember the
good
fact
one,
that he
dude.
did that. That's a good
That
one.
was a really good one.
That also makes me think that I think you two definitely have way better ones than me.
I didn't know he got drafted. I think the Rams actually threw me off.
I didn't know he got drafted in
I think
2005.
he played there back in the day with Ryan Fitzpatrick,
yeah,
bro.
2005 hurt.
You know Ryan
Is that why they
Fitzpatrick.
brought him?
No.
Oh, no, this was way over Ryan.
When
This
Richie
was way
Incognito
after
got signed by the Bills,
Ryan
Tyrod
Fitzpatrick.
Taylor was the quarterback and
Yeah.
Rex Ryan was the head coach.
I was gonna say this is way before.
Quite literally, the only person I could think of that whole time was Brent Grimes. That's all I had in my head.
I think you're gonna probably you guys will get mine.
I don't know,
You
I'm
guys will get
struggling.
mine. All right, who's the man? College he goes to is FSU. Drafted in the first round of the NFL draft.
Oh, that helps.
Played for 2 teams, the Bills and Raiders.
Did he even give us a year?
No. Scumbag.
He was drafted. Sorry. What?
2013 draft
Damn.
By who?
by the Bills.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Played in 60 total games
I think I might know who it is.
and never made a Pro Bowl.
Can you text me, Travis?
There's no way you guys don't get this.
There's
no way the both of
There
you
is
don't
no
get
way
this.
we don't get this.
Hold on.
You're so bad.
There's no way the both of you don't get this.
Yeah, I was literally just texting you that right now. Okay.
Ready, John?
Just say it.
EJ Manuel.
That was so
Now, you know why? You know why I really wanted you. If I didn't throw the teams that he played for, you know who I wanted you guys to go with?
Cardell Jones.
Kelvin Benjamin.
Oh.
Oh,
I wanted you guys to take the Kelvin Benjamin, baby.
I think the class.
the problem
I
is-
think the class.
Truthfully, 2013 wouldn't have.
So if I would
I
have,
wouldn't have remembered him for 2013.
no, he wasn't 13.
Oh, that's why.
I think he was 2015, so he was 2 years
something like
after.
that.
Did he
But
go to FSU?
yeah, he did,
Oh.
and he was drafted in the first round.
Rookie when they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so
Jeez.
Yeah,
I just
I'm just gonna say I had EJ Manuel when you said FSU.
but I was really and
That's
you know
why he
what?
didn't say the year
So-
with the draft.
Yeah,
That's
so
what really sold it for me is the
You
draft.
should have just stuck to your
Calvin,
gun.
I had Kelvin Benjamin this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I was scrolling down Facebook and I saw a picture of Kelvin Benjamin. I was like, "That's my who's the man."
I like
I
it.
started going through. And I was like, "Oh, I can't find enough
Now, if
facts
you
on
would have
this
said
guy."
Popeye's biscuit away from a tight end.
That would have given. it And then I'm thinking like, and then I'm like, "Ooh." I was like, "Let me try to play a mind game," and that ends up being the worst who's the man I've ever put out. But
Yeah.
I don't lose a point. So
Yeah.
the way this works now is,
Setting it up against you, bro.
how does it work, bro? Like, how does you can't just go.
I think what you
He
should
would've
just
got
do
that
is
with-
just a
Just give me
point.
10 now?
Just
Give
do
me
a
1 point
point system.
because I didn't get his.
So you got 6 points now,
Yeah. So he got. So
I got 6 because I didn't get John's.
and I got 9.
Yeah, you got both. I think a point system's probably just easier.
It's way easier.
John joining the show really screwed things up.
Yeah, my bad, man. I'll just leave.
John,
I'm so mad I
how
couldn't
many
get
points did you
Richie.
get, John?
Is that breaking
Just
news? Did
just
we
the
break
one.
1 point.
Yeah, just the one.
That's December news, Tank.
Sorry.
That's okay. They can't hear you today, anyways.
Yeah, they might. John, get the fuck out.
Right?
You got
Right?
you got.
Shame,
There's
shame.
probably no way you catch back up anytime soon. You got a couple episodes to go.
Yo, can I grab one more point for molds?
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah, he could do that. He could do that.
Right?
He can do that.
I don't know how you remember.
All points matter for you now.
I know I gotta itch my way back.
All
I'm
points
so
matter for
mad
you.
I couldn't get Richie, dude. I had no recollection there. Just nothing
That
there.
was a good one. That was. I mean, I didn't.
That's Travis's best one.
I like his hints kind of like sent me in a way different path.
He did. He executed his the way I was.
I thought that
I was
the
hoping to
easiest
execute mine.
one.
You think so?
It was up there.
FSU
Other than that.
first round drafted by the
2013.
Bills in 2013.
The Lawyer Malloy one was fire. Like,
That was good too.
I showed him love for his. He's dogging me for mine.
I respect it.
I
but
threw out a bone for these
I
guys
respect
this
it,
week
man. I respect
because
it.
this guy normally is like
I need the
this.
bone.
This guy looks at Travis. Travis looks at me and goes, "This guy picks the hardest ones." I mean, this week I was like,
I
"Here."
respect it.
Next week, I just want to give you a hint. Next week, my guy went to Wyoming, and he's got about 3 cereal boxes in the room, 2 cereal boxes in the room.
That's a point.
Josh Allen.
Fruity Flakes? 7 points.
I like that one, dude. The Lawyer Malloy, it was fire.
Yeah.
It was fire. Now I don't know if last thing real quick that I did send a text. I don't know if you guys had enough time to put something together. I know
Yep.
Tank thought it was kind of a little funny thing to touch on, but as we
Gotcha.
all know, this week it's a fun week. Thanksgiving's coming up. John's spending his Thanksgiving in Mexico.
I'll be in Mexico.
He'll be
boys.
kicking his feet up. He'll
Yep.
be kicking his feet up.
chauffeur tomorrow right here.
I was gonna say I will be making the trip
Yes,
to the
sir.
Buffalo airport for him.
My neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. So I'll
All right,
be.
we'll go
I'll
pick
be,
up Tank too.
I'll be in.
I'll just go for a ride.
Stop
I'll be in
over
Tank's neck of the
Brecky.
woods. But that leads us to our Thanksgiving segment that we kind of tossed around the whole entire weekend. What we came up with was, of your Bills fandom, pick one thing that you're thankful for of your Bills fandom. That like a Bills moment. Maybe it's a player. Maybe it's a moment. Maybe it's a coach. Maybe I don't know. But let's hear it. Let's start.
I think I got
Okay, perfect.
I got a good
I put
Go
you on the
ahead.
spot here. I
I like-
apologize. I put you on the spot
one of
here.
my favorite moments that I saw with the Bills is when Tremaine Edmonds, I don't know who it was on the sideline, lit some dude up, and Sean McDermott was on the screaming off the sidelines, getting him hype.
Yep.
That was probably one of my favorite
against the
because
Dolphins in the playoffs.
Tremaine
Yep.
Edmonds blew that dude up,
Yep.
and
He had his
Sean
Bills moments.
fire.
Sean McDermott showing love to him on the sidelines.
That's fire that he just did. That's fire. Just to come off the top of his head, he found
Yeah.
a play
That's
like
sweet.
that. That's cool. That is fire.
Hey, Tremaine
That's-
Edmonds had a pick the other on Sunday, I believe.
Good for Maine.
Good for Tremaine.
Good for
man.
Maine Savage.
It's not a play, but I'm just thankful for the Bills organization turning the narrative around these past couple seasons. It's a family organization first. They keep it a family 100% every week, and it feeds off to the Bills Mafia. And I think we're the most close fan base in all of NFL.
Oh yeah.
I'm thankful to be a part of that Bills.
Oh
Mafia.
yeah, dude. I think a tear just shot out of my eye. Travis, that's a good
Feels
one.
like I'm
That's a
watching
good one,
national
Travis.
anthem.
That's a good one, Travis. That's a good one.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with some coaches.
Okay.
First one, Jordan Palmer.
Okay.
Josh Allen's, what do you want to call him?
Like
Quarterback trainer.
mentor, trainer.
Yeah, whatever you want to call that. I mean, gee, I just recently
Turned
watched videos of his throwing motion from college till now, and it's just completely
He
different.
turned him around, man.
Brian Dable. Got to throw, and I'm actually going to throw Ken Dorsey in there for
Okay.
being his quarterback coach
Okay.
through the first couple of years there.
Actually improved his stats.
That's what I'm saying. I think without those three guys, and McDermott as well, the whole organization, but without those three guys, I don't know if we have Josh Allen as we know him today. I think we have rookie Allen,
Okay.
which is just, he was a raw athlete. I think those guys really shaped him. So
I like
thankful
that.
for them four guys.
I like it. I got a real one, but I'm gonna mess around and say I'm thankful for Sean McDermott getting rid of Ken Dorsey last week.
Haha.
No, I got a real one, man. I'm gonna pick out a moment, a game. Thankful for being able to witness the best playoff performance by an NFL team
Oh,
/
yeah.
NFL quarterback.
Perfect game.
Against the
were
New
there
England
for that game.
Patriots in a very freezing fashion, but it was a hell of a game to go to.
I think you
got
cried
to,
that game.
I got to spend time with a lot of good friends and got to watch the game with my girlfriend as well. So it was super awesome.
Nice.
And that's probably my favorite moment as being a Bills fan because we just absolutely whooped on the team that pissed me off for my whole entire childhood. So thankful for that for sure. Shout out to Josh Allen and Brian DeBull and Ken Dorsey and Sean McDermott and that Bills offense and defense that just whooped on Bill Belichick. That's my
Love
favorite
it.
moment. So, but yeah, I mean another really successful episode.
What do you?
I don't have a microphone, but I mean, I could try to yell it out.
Here you go. Hey Tank.
I guess if I got one off the top of my head, a game that sticks out to me was that Ravens playoff game off of that COVID year.
Teron Johnson's pick
Teron
six.
Johnson.
That's one play I'll never forget. Like the atmosphere, like I know there's only a certain amount of people allowed in that game, in the stands or whatever, but it felt like the whole place was filled to the very top, 300 level.
Were you there for that?
I was there, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, me and my brother. Yep. I'll never forget that. That's one.
Awesome.
They might not
That's
hear
a
you,
nice one.
John.
I didn't say nothing.
No, I know. But at the end here, they might not hear you.
We
Well,
got
I'm done.
Oh,
That's
oh!
it.
You
we good.
purposely you put the mic there for him. Oh,
Yeah, for him.
Yeah.
Have some respect, dude.
Come on, man.
Still have his mic.
Ben stole it.
That's crazy.
Whoops, I had to bring my own next time.
But
That's-
yeah, that's all it is.
That's crazy.
I like that one, dude.
That's
I
fire.
think
That is a good one.
that was probably the
Handing out
most hype I
newspapers
was.
After, like, we were walking out there, they had it printed.
That's
I got it
crazy.
hanging up in my office. So yeah,
Nice.
never forget that one.
Yeah, that Teron Johnson pick six. I'm pretty sure my head hit the ceiling.
I
Oh.
ran around the house.
I
yeah,
would say I was running around the house
Yeah,
too.
I'll play it for you when we get off.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was.
That's a moment that kind of slipped my mind actually.
Oh man, the Teron Johnson interception. That's electric.
Yeah.
That's electric. But another episode of the BillsAholic Pod that I think is another very successful one. This one, well over 2 hours.
It's gotta be our longest.
That becomes the longest podcast.
The Tank Talk
We're
area.
yeah we're
Oh
we're
man.
we're really trying to produce good content here and
And it shows.
another really solid episode. Thank you for Ben hopping on the
Appreciate you.
podcast.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, I mean, you know the deal. Share it around, man. You know there's Bills fans out there that want to hear us rant about the Bills and talk good about the Bills and hate on the Bills and hate on Bill Belichick and the Patriots. Be sure to like,
Forever.
comment, subscribe. You know where to find us. BillsAholic
sir.
Pod on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and X or Twitter for the people that still want to call it Twitter and might not have updated the app yet. As always,